Yeah, are these guys leaving?
Yep. Please leave, man. Still clear to our camera.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd, I'm going to hang out right here because I might have to go up and down.
Greetings and salutations, listeners. It's Todd Edwards coming to you live this Friday night for second week of YIAA action. We are coming to you tonight from Dallastown, Pennsylvania. Yes, the home of the Wildcats as they play host to the Manheim Township Blue Streaks tonight. The Blue Streaks come in with a 1-0 record. Dallastown at 0-1, looking for a little redemption after their loss last week to Hempfield. We'll let everyone know that's tuned in, watching to us live, whether you're watching us, streaming us live on Facebook or through our YouTube page or White Rose Community Television Channel 18, the Dallastown Marching Band. And without further ado, I'll let the sounds of the band entertain for a few minutes, and I'll be back with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. Again, it's kind of a sentimental feel for me to come back to Dallastown. This is my alma mater. The first time we've broadcasted here at Dallastown for whether it's basketball or football, so looking forward to tonight's contest between the two schools. But in the interim, we'll allow you to enjoy the band.
Give it up for the Wildcat Marching Band. Student leadership team includes drum majors Grace Trimble, Ashley Kenny, and Walter Matico. Section leaders are Kaylee Chamberlain, Wiley Hunt, Lucas Way, Caroline Laughlin, Patrick Joyce, Aaron Perigo, John Matico, Ethan Saw, Christopher Schenberger, Emily Perigo. Field operations team includes Daniel Gatiru, Alex Grega, Caroline Laughlin, Theo McWilliams, Jonathan Miller, John Matico, Walter Matico, and Maxwell Scarcelli. The Wildcat Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Justin Viewer, Director of Bands. Assistant Director is Kristen Gold. Operations Coordinator is Adam Rexroth. Percussion Coordinator and Arranger is Carter Gladfelder. Percussion Instructor is Joey Rotano. Color Guard Coordinator is Lauren Webb. And Majorette Coach is Sierra Richards. The Wildcat Marching Band would like to thank the Dallastown Area School District and School Board, the Dallastown Music Boosters, and the Dallastown community for their continued support of music education in the Dallastown area schools. As the Wildcat Marching Band celebrates 88 years of marching musical excellence in 2021, the band is proud to be a co-curricular part of a comprehensive instrumental music program at Dallastown. The Wildcat Marching Band would also like to extend a big Wildcat welcome to Mr. Scott Siegel and the Manheim Township Marching Band. Your announcer is Adam Extra. Enjoy the game and go Cats.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing.
That's how you play commercial. It's hard being down the hills and
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Life can change quickly. At Integrity First Home Buyers, we are honored to be able to provide real solutions to real life challenges. In fact, our team of professional home buyers has helped thousands of individuals, couples, and families sell their home. Meanwhile, beautifying the neighborhood, improving property values, and bettering the community one home at a time.
For a fair cash offer on your home, call Integrity First Home Buyers today.
think I think it's right. Testing 1 2 1 2.
Good evening and welcome to Friday night football action in Dallastown's American Legion Field at Wildcat Stadium. Dallastown Area School District is proud to bring you tonight's non-league matchup featuring the Blue Streets of Manheim Township and your Wildcats of Dallastown High School.
And Manheim Township, the Blue Streaks will be moving the ball left to right on your
As we get ready
TV
for
screen.
tonight's opening kickoff, lining up deep for the Wildcats, Colton Mahorny, Kenny Johnson, and Tyler Buss. Kicking off for the Blue Streaks, Matt O'Gorman.
Matt O'Gorman kicking off from Manheim Township.
Let's get it on!
Matt O'Gorman, the game-winning field goal last week at CD East. Player you want to keep an eye on as a kicker, number 8 in your program tonight. And kick is off. Caught by Kenny Johnson. Kenny Johnson's going to bring it out. He's to the 10-yard line. Out to the 15, 20. And brought down to about the 25-yard line. Nice return by Kenny Johnson. Again, the transfer from York
Kenny
Suburban.
Johnson with the return is
getting
out
some
past
Division
the
I
20.
looks.
Looks like he's
It's a
near
player
the
you want to keep an eye
26-yard
on
line.
for Dallastown, as Dallastown's offense will make their way out into the field here. In the opening drive with Sports Shooting Stars, it's Todd Edwards.
With the tackle for the Blue Streaks.
Appreciate your support this Friday. An absolutely magnificent night for football after Hurricane Ida moved through the area this week. It's been dry the past couple days and a perfect night for football. And Dylan Lease is the quarterback here for Dallastown. In the backfield with him, Colton McCorney, single setback. The left-hander looks to throw the ball to Kenny Johnson, and it's caught. A magnificent catch by Kenny Johnson out to about the 45-yard line.
It's complete at the 44.
And I have a feeling you're going to see a lot of pitch and catch with Kenny Johnson. A first down and move the chains here. Dallastown's led by 2 quarterbacks typically to play. Dylan Lease along with Owen Strauss. You'll see both of those players in the quarterback position throughout the game. Kenny Johnson lines up near us. Give to Colton McCorney, and not much going there for
Hand
Colton
off to
McCorney.
Mahorny. Connor Malott with the tackle.
And Connor Malott, the tackle for Manheim
Short
Township.
loss on the play. Second down for Dallastown.
I want to thank the Dallastown Athletic Director Josh Lookenball for allowing us to come in and broadcast tonight's game. First time ever that we've been here at Dallastown in our 5th season. Broadcasted some Dallastown games as they were on the road in the past couple years, but first home game for Dallastown against Manheim Township. Looking to throw the ball. Nice protection. And passes the ball off to his tight end, Gavin Wentz.
Lease's pass complete to Gavin Wentz.
For a completion,
He's
and
past
Dallastown
midfield
moving the
into
ball
Blue Streak
downfield here,
territory.
going from right
First
to left.
down,
Blue jerseys, tops.
Wildcats.
That's a first down. Gavin Wentz catching the ball. The ball set up at the 39-yard line of Manheim Township. You're catching the opening drive here. We're just under 10.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's Dew Jones, Todd Edwards here. You'll be hearing Dew come in and out tonight's broadcast. He's above my broadcast booth, taking care of some of the audio-visual effects. And they give to Colton Mahorny, and not much going there in the running game. Gang tackle there by the Blue Streak defenders.
An arsenal of Blue Streaks in on the tackle.
Okay, I'm being told by my broadcast partner we had some technical difficulties early on, but I believe they're up and running now, just like this Dallastown offense. They're moving the ball. Ball set up at the 40-yard line of Manheim Township. And they give to Colton Mahorny, running up the middle. A minimal gain there for Colton Mahorny, trying to establish that running game behind the senior, who also plays linebacker for this Dallastown offense. East Washington with a stop for Manheim Township. It's a third down for Dallastown with 10 yards to go here. Set up at the 39-yard line with just over 9 minutes to go here in the opening quarter from Dallastown. We thank you for tuning in tonight. Shotgun back, quarterback shotgun formation, looking to throw the ball here on third down. Rushes to his left. Doesn't find anybody open, but he's going to keep the ball and run right down the left sideline, and a hard hit there by Anthony Ivey, number 1. the Penn State commit, playing defensive back. But that's a first down for Dallastown. And that takes the ball. Looks like inside the 20-yard line, and I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Dew Jones, in the booth. Dew, welcome. So far, so good. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a big time smack right there from Manheim Township. I didn't
Anthony
catch
Ivy. It was Anthony Ivy.
Anthony Ivy, number 1.
Plays defensive back for this team, and going to Penn State next year, will be teaming up with Bo Perbola, Mackay Flowers, and how about Nick Singleton from last week? But we're back to action here. Another quarterback keeper.
Looks like that was a busted
Dylan
play,
Lease.
Todd, from the quarterback from Dallastown.
Some positive yardage for Dylan Lease. A nice methodical drive here to open things up for Dallastown. Here it's a second down and 7 to go. The ball on the 20-yard. Or looks like they have it at about the 17-yard line. And Manheim Township, I noticed as I was down on the field earlier, there's some big guys on that Manheim Township club. They were a little late coming in from Lancaster, so the game was pushed back tonight.
And fans have to also bear with us up there on the skybox booth there. We have a lot of coaches up there, a lot of people.
Yes. And Colton Mahorny with a run inside. That's first down yardage for Colton Mahorny. Down to.
So right now we're sharing a lot of space.
We are.
With both the Dallastown staff and also Manheim Township staff.
Yeah, want to remind our fans that are at home, it's really kind of an antiquated. It's a small box here at Dallastown, so you have a lot of coaches, a lot of the public address announcer is in the booth as well. It's a new experience for us, here at Dallastown. But it's a first down and goal, ball on the 5-yard line with just over 7 minutes to go. A nice time-consuming drive here for the Wildcats offense. They give to Colton Mahorny. He's fighting for extra yardage. And he's down near, it's a touchdown. There it is by the side judge. A touchdown by Colton Mahorny. Dew, your thoughts?
That was a great play from Dallastown, especially on their opening drive to come down and score. And again, we're just adjusting some camera views up top there. We're having some difficulties as far as everybody that's up there. We're trying to move some things around.
Well, I want to remind the fans, too, the sun's kind of in our face. How about it here? And it probably will be for the next maybe half an hour here, Dew. The kick is up and good.
The extra point by Nathan Winslow is good.
Nathan Winslow with the point after.
7-0.
And your score with 6:55 to go, Dallastown 7, Manheim Township 0. And you're watching Sports Shooting Stars. Want to remind our fans, give a shout out to our sponsors, Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motor Cars, and Parma Pizza in Dallastown.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you and good luck to both teams tonight.
And sports fans will get a chance to see here Manheim Township on offense here. As some of the cheerleaders are throwing out some footballs to the fans just below the press box here. And again, your score, Dallastown 7, Manheim Township 0. And it looks like back to catch the ball here on the kickoff. Anthony Ivy, he had a 99-yard touchdown return last week against CD East. We'll see if he can replicate that tonight against the Dallastown Wildcats. Nathan Winslow kicking off for Dallastown. Puts the foot into the ball, and they're keeping it away from Anthony Ivy. Caught by the up man. Number 60. And I'm looking at the roster, 65. There's no 65 on our roster for Manheim Township. So sometimes you run into this when we're given rosters from the team. And Manheim Township lines up. Hayden Johnson, the quarterback, in shotgun formation for Manheim Township. And they give to Isaiah Jones down the left sideline.
Handoff is to Isaiah Jones.
Nice run for Isaiah Jones, the senior, the 5'10", 170-pound running back, and also plays defensive back for Manheim Township.
I don't see him on here. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, it was 33. It's a safety. Gunch was 33.
Text Chris, maybe he knows.
I'm going to. He's on the headset. I'm going to. The hell?
We hope to give you scores from around the league as this game progresses. Right now, Dallastown's up 7-0 over Manheim Township. And Isaiah Jones with another carry, looking to break down the right sideline, and not much doing there by Isaiah Jones. Another carry for Isaiah. It'll bring up a third down for the Blue Streaks of Manheim, who come into tonight's game due with a 1-0 record. Again, I mentioned earlier, they beat CD East last week, 24-21.
For the Blue Streaks.
And Dallastown looking for a bit of redemption after last week's loss at Hempfield, looking to win their first game of the season. And of course, next week, they'll travel to Hershey, the sweetest place on earth to play Hershey next week. We will travel to Central next week as they play host to Hempfield. A little movement along the line there of Dallastown.
Also want to thank the fans for tuning in tonight. We had a little bit of camera difficulty up top there where we had so many staff up there from both ball clubs. We had to move some camera things around. So I think we got everything situated. Excuse me. I think we have everything situated now.
Situated.
So I'm down here in the booth with you, Todd. I can focus on this game right now.
There you go. 5-yard penalty. First down for Manheim Township.
And that'll
move the chains. Go ahead, do.
That's a big kudos to Dallastown Wildcats on their first opening drive to have a touchdown against a team out of this Lancaster Lebanon League that comes off that big win, as you said, against CD East.
Looking to pass the ball. And complete. And the ball came out there.
Looks like Dallastown's claiming they have it.
Yeah, they.
Pass was complete. Fumble on the play.
And this stadium's going to erupt if that's Dallastown's ball.
No doubt about it.
Remains Manheim Township.
It does remain, yeah. It'll bring up a second down for Dallastown. We're under 6 minutes to go. They've cracked into Dallastown's side of the field here. Ball set up at the 48-yard line of Dallastown. Quarterback again, I mentioned Hayden Johnson, a sophomore, listed at 6 foot 175 for Manheim Township.
Back to pass
and the quarterback
shotgun.
keeper.
Decides the running ball. He's tackled by Michael Prisco. Number 54 for Dallastown, senior.
Prisco with the tackle.
Third down for the Blue Streaks.
And it's going to bring up a third down and 1 due right now with 5:10 to go. And Anthony Ivy's been kind of quiet so far for this offense. See if he can trips formation to the near side for us as Hayden Johnson's back in shotgun formation, single setback. And they give to Isaiah Jones. That's a first down carry for Isaiah Jones. Brought down by number 9, Dylan Lease. And on the tackle.
With the tackle.
And they're going to move the chains for the Blue Streaks.
First down, Manheim Township.
They come in here to Dallastown, and then next week they'll play Central Dauphin. Manheim Township will. And as I mentioned earlier in our broadcast, sports fans, we are going to travel to Central York next week as they play host to the Hempfield Black Knights. It looks like there's an injured player down. Maybe a shoe came down off number 55, Alex Romano, 6 foot, 235-pound lineman. And in his place, number 53 is going to come in, Josiah Stewart, along the offensive line. Hayden Johnson backing, shotgun formation. 2 backs in the backfield with them. And they give to Isaiah Jones. Seeing a steady diet of Isaiah Jones as he carries defenders down close to the 35-yard line.
Gabe Barksdale with the tackle.
That was Gabe Barksdale with the tackle for Dallastown. With just over 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter with Sports Shooting Stars, it's Todd Edwards, Dew Jones. You'll be hearing him come in and out tonight. And I'll try to do my best Vin Scully impersonation, trying to call the game here solo style this Friday night. Quarterback looking to throw the ball downfield to number 11. That's Michael Heckman, and that looks like that's a first down brought down.
Hayden Johnson's pass. Who called the ball? 11. Complete to Zane Yed. He picks up a first down.
A first down for Manheim Township with just over 3.5 minutes to go here. Ball set up at the 31-yard line of Dallastown. Manheim Township is threatening. Again, they're moving left to right on your TV screen in their all-white jerseys with the lightning bolts on their helmet. Always a perennial powerhouse out of Lancaster, Lebanon, Manheim Township. And there's Anthony Ivy, his first reception. On a crossing pattern there by number 5, Anthony Ivy.
Johnson's pass complete to Ivy.
Sets up the ball inside the 25-yard line.
Second down for the Blue Streaks.
Can you tell me where safety is 33 going on the program? That's Fox.
Yes, that's Caleb Fox.
Caleb Fox. 33 is Fox. Okay. I should have recognized him. I can play outside back.
Offense spread out, looking to throw the ball, and completed. Passing looks like another first down.
Complete to Shaddy Gerges.
Shaddy Gerges with the reception.
Joshua Senquist on the tackle.
We're just under 2.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of Sports Shooting Stars.
For the Blue Streaks.
First down and goal here. Ball set up at the 10-yard line for Manheim Township. The give to Isaiah Jones right up the middle, making it look easy. Touchdown, Isaiah Jones. 10-yard touchdown run for Isaiah Jones, and made that look easy.
Manheim Township.
And with the point pending here, potentially tie this up with 2:08 to go. And Matt O'Gorman is on for Manheim Township. Josh Calavrias, the placeholder, and the kick is up and good. And we're tied up. Your score here at Dallastown. Manheim Township 7, Dallastown 7 with 2:08 to go.
We're tied at 7 in Wildcat Country.
Now it looks like we're at the Serengeti.
And it should be a great matchup here, and a great crowd has assembled us here tonight at Dallastown. Nice to see both home fans and away fans here this year. Again, be a good time to remind mention of our sponsors. Basil Insurance, our good friend Greg Basil of Basil Insurance, family owned since 1999. Basil Insurance has affordable insurance and has been sponsoring us for the past 4 straight seasons, located at 2210 West Market Street right here in York, Pennsylvania. You can contact them at 717-792-6400. Also, Integrity First Home Buyer. Sports enthusiast Eric Brewer of Integrity First Home Buyers has been an avid supporter of our program for the past 5 seasons. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road in York, Pennsylvania. Give them a call at 717-718-0858, or look them up online, or simply send them an email at info@integrityfirsthomebuyers.com. And I will get to the rest of our sponsors. We have a total of 5 sponsors tonight, but Matt O'Gorman getting ready, the special teams unit lined up, ready to kick off. Puts his foot in the ball, and a nice kick by O'Gorman. Boy, he has some leg on that. That'll be a touchback. And their kicker, Matt O'Gorman, is another player you want to keep an eye on. Do a game-winning field goal last week at CD East. And if it comes down to maybe a kicking situation, Matt O'Gorman could be your guy.
Field goals are very important, as you can see with that win last week against CD East, against another perennial powerhouse out of the District 3.
CD East, of course, Mekhi Flowers, a Penn Stater, committed, part of that class of 22, and a lot well represented in Central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're running across a lot of Penn State commits this year so far. Bo Perbula, as we said earlier, from Central York, Nicholas Singleton from Governor Mifflin, and then tonight, Anthony Ivy from Manheim Township.
And we're back to action here. Number 9, Dylan Lease, backing quarterback, looking to throw the ball and complete to number 7, Joshua Senquist, down the left sideline, and a first down and more for Dallastown.
And that was a great pass from Dylan Lease. He has kind of sidearmed that pass to get it in there, but he got it where he needed to go to.
That left-hander, too. You don't see that too often, you know. A la maybe on the professional level of Steve Young, and before he, Ken Stabler, the Snake, many years ago, for our football fans that are
But you know,
tuned in.
these kids nowadays, the left-handed throw quarterbacks, they automatically assume it's Patrick Mahomes and Michael Vicks and guys like that.
I'm dating myself when I mentioned, you know, Steve Young and Ken Stabler.
I remember Steve Young. He was a
Oh,
really
he
good
was.
quarterback
Yeah,
and
he
run
was.
with his legs and everything.
And a great analyst as well later.
Yeah.
He and I want to get a chance to read his book. You know, he has a memoir out. I have yet to read his book, and it's on my book list to read. But
And that's a penalty.
it's a penalty on Dallastown. You're going to repeat that. It was a nice pass catch for Dallastown, but it's coming back, and it's going to set the ball up. It looks like at the 15-yard line.
And that takes about 17 yards away from Dallastown Wildcats. And that puts the ball, you said, on the 17-yard line. So they have the whole length of the field to go.
Yeah,
It's 2
it
minutes
puts
and
them.
2 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Interesting contest so far here. Kind of, you know,
It's been back and
yeah,
forth.
it's been back and forth. A good broadcast, and it was a kind of a late ad for us to come here to Dallastown, and we were welcoming. We thank the athletic director Josh Luffenball and head coach Ron Miller for accommodating us. This little movement there on the defensive line, and it looks like that's Connor Mellott. That's jumped off sides for Manheim Township.
Dylan Lease, the quarterback for Dallastown Wildcats, is really good at making the defense jump off a line. So he probably has a really good hard count, and you know that helps his team gain back those 5 yards that they desperately needed.
That brings the ball out to the 20-yard line now for Dallastown.
1st and 10. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Handoff.
And they give to number 33. That's Caleb Fox, number 33.
And that's a quick tackle.
Short gain on the play. 2nd and long for the Wildcats.
The sophomore from Manheim Township. Got some quick updates from Bailey Jenkins. He's hooking us up right now in the YouTube live chat. Fairfield 13-0 over East York.
Eastern York, yeah.
Eastern York, and Gettysburg 7-7 with Cedar Cliff.
Cedar Cliff came into Red Line last week and wallowed them.
Wide open. There he is. And that's the freshman.
It's a freshman.
Scott,
Yes, number 6.
Pass complete to Michael Scott, out pass to the 25.
Looking at the roster, the only freshman on the varsity team here.
You don't want to get the ball. You don't want to see him with the ball in the open field. He runs a 4.3, 4.4. He's very quick. He's a freshman playing at the varsity level, and he's there for a reason.
He is, and I know earlier he was looking at IMG Academy potentially, but he's here with Dallastown, and I'm sure the Wildcats are happy to have him here on their team.
And he's a freak of an athlete as well. I saw him probably about 2 months ago, just barely grabbing the rim. And then I saw him probably about a month ago, and he was dunking the ball.
Dunking the ball.
At 5'8", 5'9", that says a lot about Michael Scott.
I mean, plays football, basketball for Dallastown, a name to keep an eye on. And another run by, now that's Caleb Fox. Nice run by Caleb Fox up the middle.
And I think right now, Dallastown's doing a great job running the ball and really wearing down Manheim Township in this first quarter. You want to see Kenny Johnson get the ball a few times, but right now the running game is really being effective.
And Kenny Johnson out there with Michael Scott. That'd be a nice 1-2 combination for speed out there. That may be the final play of the first quarter with your score. Manheim Township 7, Dallastown 7.
Yep, and that is the end of the first quarter as we go into the second quarter.
Many non-committee members will be coming to the crowd with cans to take donations.
I want to also pick up with our sponsors, S3 Performance. They're located at 2810 East Prospect Road right here in York, Pennsylvania. They specialize in individual and group performances to help every athlete reach their maximum potential. They train Central, Spring Grove, Red Line, York Suburban athletes, and so many more. S3 focuses on strength, speed, and stamina. This is year 3 of their partnership with S3, and we're looking forward to many more. Remember, their training is not limited to just students, athlete. It's for everybody. Contact John Turpak or Ron Johnson at s3performancetraining.com. Also, Prestige Motor Car. of York. Owner Jesse Ferber has been a longtime friend of the network and supported the program for the past 3 years. Prestige Motor Cars of York is located on the historical trail at 1899 Susquehanna Trail right here in York, Pennsylvania. Best luxury cars for $10,000 or less. Give them a call at 717-781-6750 or visit their webpage, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and ask for Jesse or Brian L. Also, how about Parma Pizza and Grill, located right here in Dallas? Darren Bonaquisti. Check them out. You may want to hit them off at a post-game meal here after they're a long throw away from Dallastown Stadium here at 476 East Main Street, right here in Dallastown. Dine in or pick up, and again, say hello to Darren Bonaquisti. And we're back with action here, Dallastown. With the ball, nice protection. He scrambles out, and a nice run down the left sideline, and he has some movement right down, brought down inside the 30-yard line. Dylan Lease with a big run for Dallastown.
And I see a yellow flag on the ground there, Todd. Wondering if that's against Dallastown or Manheim Township. That was a great run from Dylan Lease, by the way.
Improvised, made some things happen, but there is a flag down. We're going to see what that call is.
Holding, number 7, offense, 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty. Will be
I wonder if that took a lot of wind out of the quarterback, number 9, Dylan Lease. That was a nice about
run.
32-yard scamper. And right now, it seems like Dallastown is figuring out that they can run the ball against Manheim Township.
This defense, yeah. And you notice, I mean, from the press box here, I mean, Manheim Township, big guys out there. You can see from our vantage point here.
Got to give a lot of credit to YIAA football. They're starting to come against some top-notch teams in other counties and actually holding their own. And as you can see tonight with Dallastown.
Right now, there's a great matchup right now. 7-7. We're knotted up here with 11:53 to go in the second quarter from Dallastown. It's Todd Edwards, Dew Jones.
Quarterback and shotgun, hands off. Still get positive yards for number 33.
Caleb Fox with a carry. Yeah, down.
They have Caleb Fox. Number is number 11.
43.
Number 11 on the roster, but he's actually number 33.
Jesus Perez with the tackle.
Let the fans know Caleb Fox is actually sporting the mullet look right now.
Yeah,
number
a little
33.
long hair from out of the.
Yeah, that's a little throwback from the 80s.
Yeah, it's the Mark Gastineau days from back in the 80s, remember? And then later Brian Bosworth. And
I know that look is having to come back nowadays. Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I'll be competing for that, too. Pass intended for Kenny Johnson, and it is a catch there inside the 40-yard line.
And that was a nice, safe catch and pass from Dylan Lease to Kenny Johnson. One of our fans that's watching the game tonight, Darren Steffens Jr., he says, give Kenny the ball. So he's looking for Kenny to get a long, deep threat pass against Manheim Township. But right now, I think Dallastown's doing a really good job of keeping the tempo and pretty much working the clock as well. You don't want to give up anything that you don't have to. Just 10 yards, 3 yards and a little bit of dust, right?
Yeah, 3 yards
and
a cloud of dust, right? When you pound the ball, in this case, they're a nice run-pass combination.
Looks like Ron Miller.
Yeah, coach.
Timeout, Dallastown.
That'll be a timeout. And their first timeout here in the first half with 10:27 to go. Manheim Township 7, Dallastown 7.
Want to encourage
good contest so far, Dew.
Absolutely. Want to encourage the fans that's on the YouTube chat or even on the inbox to let us know about some scores around the league. We're really interested about what's going on. I know Friday Night Lights, and this is second week, and everything's in the swing of things right now.
It is, yes. We're going to try to get some scores here while we have a brief moment and brief timeout taking place. Here we go in the second quarter. A scoreless contest between Central York and Cumberland Valley, 0-0.
And those two teams know each other very well. They have Coach Josh Oswald, who was a coach for Central York for a lot of years.
I know you know him well.
Yep, and now he's back up at his alma mater, and that's Cumberland Valley.
Cumberland Valley Eagles, yeah. Boiling Springs 14, Bermudian Springs 0. We have Camp Hill 9, Biglerville 0. Cedar Crest 10, Gettysburg 7. We're back here. We'll
with the ball.
Some scores here.
Dylan Easton shotgun goes back past
Kenny Johnson and caught inside the 30-yard line by Kenny Johnson. Big first down for Dallastown and move the chains.
And that was a really good play. That was a timing pattern that Kenny Johnson ran. He ran about 7 yards, turned around. The ball was already there, ready for him to catch, and he was able to catch it. He had some sure hands from Kenny Johnson.
Well, we mentioned earlier coming into this game in Pennsylvania, two of the top receivers in this game, Kenny Johnson for Dallastown, Anthony Ivy for Manheim Township. Backs are in an I formation here for Dallastown.
And there's a handoff.
And that's moving that line. Colton Mahorny, the senior, who also is a running back for this club. We're under 10 minutes here in the second quarter. As the sun's kind of set to the west and it's not in our face anymore here in the press box. Interesting accommodations for us, Stu. I think of all the times we've been broadcasting, one of the few times we've sat down for a broadcast. How about it?
Absolutely. And you see Kenny Johnson out there as well as Michael Scott on the left-hand side.
Two speedsters, yeah. And it's going to be a run by Colton Mahorny down the right sideline there, down to about.
I think that's a great game plan from Coach Ryan Miller to keep his two-star players on the outside there. It keeps other players, defensive players, that go on the outside, and then Dallastown runs the ball.
There's that threat there always with the speed, and again, you see that formation again. Backs in the I formation.
Austin Day with the tackle.
Looks like that's against Dallastown. Oh, timeout.
Timeout call by Manheim Township. And it's their first timeout. Each team still with two here with 9:08 to go. Your score, Manheim Township 7, Dallastown 7. And
that timeout was very much needed. Dallastown Wildcats are pretty much doing what they want to do in this first half of this game. And I believe Manheim Township is a little bit winded, and they probably need to get a breath.
They have showed up to play. There's no doubt about that tonight. Hey, and other scores around the league. Northern York 7, Dover 0, and New Oxford Colonial 7, East Pennsboro 0. Fairfield 13, Eastern York 7, Hanover 7, Pequay Valley 6. We still don't have any score from J.B. Bukaski and York High taking place. Interesting to see how York High bounced back after the thrashing they had last week. Scoreless contest between DeLone Catholic and Lancaster Catholic. And we're back to action here. Give to Colton Mahorny looking to run.
You got to give a lot of credit as well to Dallastown Wildcats front line. Their linemen are making it easy for their running backs to get down the field and get those extra yardage that they desperately need. There's some big boys on that line, number 55, 63.
You notice that both sides. I mean, you were seeing it with Dallastown as well, that line. And you need kind of that beef up front if you want to pound the ball here, and you're seeing that right now.
That's a smart play. Dylan Lease, smart play.
And Dylan Lease with the quarterback keeper.
Improvises his way down inside the 5.
And that's a first down and goal now for Dallastown with under 8.5 minutes to go here,
And again, I'm very impressed with Dallastown, the way they're running the ball, and it's shoving it right down Manheim Township's throat.
And let's do it again, right?
Colton touchdown there for number 5.
And that is a touchdown by Colton Mahorny. A 2-yard touchdown by Colton Mahorny. And just like that, Dallastown back up with 8:12 to go here in the second quarter.
And it ate up a lot of time on the clock with that drive. And again, I'm very impressed. This is the first time I'm seeing Dallastown this year. I know they had a couple down years, but this year it looks like they're getting things together and ready to play.
Point after attempt is up and good by Dallastown. Nathan Winslow with the extra point attack. And that gives the score 14-7.
Back in the lead. 14-7. I do.
I want to remind our fans, we kind of getting all types of background noise. We are in the press box here at Dallastown, so it's a little bit of everything with the broadcast. Sometimes you expect the unexpected how to do with our broadcast inside the booth.
Yeah, most times we're on top of the box, and
we are
we're sharing space
with coaches,
and other camera equipment, and every now and again we're inside the booth. But right now there's probably about 9 other people inside the booth, so we try to keep things quiet as we can and keep it to the
We're going to
broadcast.
try to
But,
keep
you know,
it classy here, too.
You may have some background music or background noise. That's not us.
No,
That's the staff of
that's the
Dallastown
staff at
Wildcats.
Dallastown, yes. Want to remind the fans that. And Nathan Winslow getting set to kick off for Dallastown.
We got to also add, Dallastown has season-long
Season tickets here.
Season tickets here. I didn't know they had their own spot, their own section for season ticket holders. That's dedication to their high school and to the student athletes.
And they have a nice home schedule this year. I mean, we have Manheim Township coming in here. York High will come in here, and later Central York. And the kickoff is off. Trying to angle the kick. Picked up by Anthony Ivy, looking for some running room. Again, I mentioned earlier, Anthony Ivy last week had a 99-yard kickoff return, so not sure how many times they want to kick to Anthony Ivy. How about it, Duke? Because he has that breakaway potential.
Absolutely. And they got Anthony Ivy listed at 6 foot 180. He's a running back. I'm sorry, wide receiver and defensive back.
And I was down on the field at pregame, and he looks a lot bigger than that, I tell you, with pads and everything on. But empty backfield set. Quarterback back in shotgun formation for Manheim Township. That's Hayden Johnson. And a flag is down. False start. By number 50, Michael Torres of Manheim Township. That's going to move him back 5 yards. And what a reminder, fans that have tuned in, Dallastown had their kicker from last year, Mitchell Groh, who got a preferred walk-on scholarship with Dallastown or with Penn State, and who's there in his freshman season. Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State has really been around our county looking and scouting for these student athletes.
Ball caught by Isaiah Jones, and I'll tell you, Isaiah Jones, we saw him run earlier. Now he first reception of the game for number 1, Isaiah Jones. That's a first down. That's going to move the chains for Manheim Township. Anthony Ivy in the slot formation for Manheim Township. That's Isaiah Jones looking for running room. Breaks a couple tacklers. Hard to bring down number 1, Isaiah Jones.
He lands right into
Jerome Colbert with the tackle.
Jerome Colbert with the tackle.
He runs right into Tyrone Colbert with the big-time tackle, number 25 for Dallastown Wildcats.
Second possession for Manheim Township. Dallastown went 2 for 2 on their possessions. We'll see if Manheim Township can match it with just over 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter from Dallastown Wildcat Stadium here with Sports Shooting Stars. Dew Jones, Todd Edwards here.
Back in shotgun. That's a little bit of a screen situation. Lost his feeding and the ball's on the ground.
Incomplete pass there, Dew. So I'll bring up a. Actually, going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for Manheim Township.
I want to tell the fans also during halftime, tune in to halftime. We're going to showcase the band. They'll be out there doing their thing and bringing some good sounds and sights to this Friday night matchup.
Yep, I see that actually Manheim Township's off to the left of us here in the end zone, the north end zone here, getting ready. But we still have over 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter with Sports Shooting Stars. It's Todd Edwards. Trips formation for Manheim Township.
That's a big-time throw.
And a catch. What a catch down the sideline there by number 17. That's Landon Kennel with a catch. Big-time catch. 6'3", 190.
Well, he's 6'3" for a reason. He's out there to throw. I mean, they got him at wide receiver for a reason. He can catch that ball if they throw it up.
And that first down, huge first down, brings the ball down to the 40-yard line of Dallastown. And a new set of downs to work with here for the Blue Streaks. Trips formation to the right side now of Manheim Township.
One-on-one coverage.
Nice one-on-one coverage here. Catch by number 27. That's Shaddy Gurgis. Shaddy Gurgis with his first reception.
And that was a nice.
Williams, first down Township.
And a hurry-up offense here for Manheim Township, too.
And that was a nice tackle from Damon Williams. Number 16 for Dallastown. Looks like
Dallastown had their second timeout. They have one timeout remaining with 6:06 to go. Your score, Manheim Township 14, Dallastown 17, Manheim Township 7.
I got a quick update of the Central York and Cumberland Valley game. Central York is now up 7-0 over Cumberland Valley. New Oxford's up 7-0 over East Pennsboro, end of the first quarter. Want to thank George and also Bailey for hooking us up with those scores.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to try to do our best to stay.
Very pretty small ring from the women's bathroom. If you're missing a ring.
Well, do you hear about everything here? They're missing a ring here at Dallastown, so it's
$75,000.
And you can tell from the fans and everybody that showed up here, they're really happy to be back into the stands after that COVID scare last year that kept a lot of the fans away.
Yes, no doubt about it. I'm glad to see it. Glad you're tuned in this Friday night. And a pass. Oh, he had a beat two down the left sideline there. That was number 27, intended for Shaddy Gurgis.
And that was just a little bit too much.
Yeah. Bring up a second down and 10 for Manheim Township.
A little bit too much, but I mean, the ball was catchable. He could have caught that ball, but he happened to drop it. That was a good pass, but a little bit too much spice on that ball there.
Their quarterback, Hayden Johnson, has an arm on him. He likes to throw deep. He's been out of the shotgun formation for Manheim Township. And again, looking to go downfield. Oh, just beyond the reach.
And that brings up a 3rd and 10.
Number 11, Michael Heckman pass. Incomplete. It's going to bring a 3rd down and long now. Ball at the 30-yard line of Dallastown.
Third and 10. Dallastown up 14-7 with 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the second quarter. And what do you think, Todd? This is 4-down territory regardless,
It could
right?
be, but they have a kicker. I mentioned earlier, they have a kicker. It'll be interesting to see
Looks
what
like
happens.
Dallastown is blitzing.
He's going to roll to his right, looking downfield.
He's wide
There's
open.
Anthony Ivy wide open and made it look easy there with a touchdown reception by Anthony Ivy.
Wide open.
And just like that, Anthony Ivy with that touchdown reception we mentioned his name, saw him in action there on that play. Nice pitch and catch there.
Yeah, he has legs too. Not only can he catch, but he can run really fast with the ball. So once he gets the ball in his hand, especially on a route like that, it's very, very difficult to bring him down or even catch up to him.
Catch up to him, yep. And there we are. The point is up. And good.
And this is a
Bio
contest.
Gorman. It is. It's
The score is tied at 14.
been everything we expected, or at least hoped for from a broadcast standpoint. A close, tight game due, and we're getting this right now between Dallastown and Manheim Township. And just a magnificent night for a football game here, and we're glad the fans could be tuned in at home, watching from the comfort of their own home. Hopefully they have their bottled water and popcorn and are enjoying the sights and sounds tonight, too.
Yeah, really excited to film this game at Dallastown Area High School. It's the first time us being here.
First time ever to be here at Dallastown. We've broadcasted some Dallastown games, but never here in Dallastown. And this game kind of came about somewhat late for us. We were going to be in Cumberland Valley, but hey, we're here at Dallastown tonight, and we're locked in a nice game here. And don't go anywhere, fans. It's could come down to the last seconds, too.
The big stadium. Yeah, baby. Come on.
A little Metallica playing over the
Get a little
intercom
pumped up.
system here. Yes, no doubt about it.
Come on. The man needs to get the
big return.
And Matt O'Gorman getting ready
the
to
band
put
is
the
into
foot
it.
in the ball, and the kick is up. Nice kick. I tell you what, keep an eye on him. If it comes down to maybe a field goal, Matt O'Gorman could be the guy to kick it for Manheim Township. 5:49 to go. We're knotted up here at Dallastown, 14-14. Third possession here for Dallastown, and let's see if they can move downfield like they have on their past two possessions do.
Yeah, Dallastown did a great job eating up the clock with their scoring drives. With 6 minutes to go in this game, we're actually 5 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the second quarter. We'll see how much they get down the field. Didn't pass too much except the little out routes, but what you have Kenny Johnson there, he's always a deep threat, so keep an eye on him.
Lined
Number
up
one.
out there on the outside, one-on-one coverage there.
And he's looking at Kenny Johnson.
And he
That's
is
a bomb
looking to go
there.
down, and Kenny Johnson's right there. One-on-one coverage caught, and he's gone down the left sideline. 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown Kenny Johnson. And just like that, an 80-yard touchdown pass.
Big time. Big time play from Kenny Johnson. And we just said that with that one-on-one coverage, that he has an opportunity. If you throw the ball up there, he can catch it and go.
And we saw it develop here right in the press box, too. What a play.
And it has this stadium on fire. It's electricity here.
Well, I think it has a press box in fire, too, as well, as we're here.
And again, Kenny Johnson is as good as advertised. He's an all-state.
A transfer from York Suburban, has a Division I offer from University of Toledo. I mentioned Maryland Rutgers looking at him, and after this, who knows who else may be looking at him with plays like that, too.
And that's a big-time play. And, you know, you can't – anytime you have a one-on-one coverage with Kenny Johnson, you almost got to put your money on Kenny Johnson to catch that ball.
Big-time touchdown reception. And just like that, third possession, third score for Dallastown.
Manheim Township 14.
It's been a back-and-forth matchup here, with 5:35 to go. Manheim Township set to receive.
And also, Dylan Lease a lot of credit. Dylan Lease did a great job with the quarterback throwing the ball and getting the ball to Kenny Johnson. And also, when the ball was there, Kenny kind of wrestled it away from the defender and then ran another 60 yards.
Big time.
I'm sorry, ran around 45 yards.
Big time.
One of the fans said Kenny J is no joke.
No doubt about it. What's York Suburban's loss is Dallastown's gain, as they say. How about it, Dale?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Dallastown this year, I'm sorry, York Suburban this year has a couple transfers.
Yeah.
Kenny Johnson left. Also, Cam Brewer was their starting quarterback pretty much the last 2 years, and he's down in Virginia right now playing, training and going to school in Virginia.
Going to prep school in Virginia, and it's interesting. But right now, what a contest we have here at Dallastown. Mentioned their home schedule is really stacked this year. York High will be here. Central York will be here as well.
Oh my gosh.
And what was that do? A kick there by, wow, okay. And just like that, this sets up Manheim Township with excellent field position here. Nathan Winslow, a sophomore kicker for Dallastown, taking over for the departing Mitchell Grow. I know they're probably trying to keep it away from Anthony Ivy, but plenty of time, and it sets them up, the Blue Streaks, with excellent field position here, too.
As you guys can see, we try to give a little bit of camera time to also the cheerleaders for Dallastown.
Yes.
They do a lot of, they're athletes too. They do a lot for the team, and, we want to try to give them a little bit of shine. We don't have the best angle, but we try to give them a little bit of camera time as well.
No doubt, and I'll make mention of something later in the telecast with that. Yes, we'll looking to go deep down the right sideline. There's Anthony Ivy with a phenomenal catch.
And it's catch
just
for catch
like
right
that,
now.
Yes, between Kenny Johnson.
It's catch for catch right now between Kenny Johnson and Anthony Ivy.
And when in doubt, you go to your playmaker, Anthony Ivy. And what a catch by Anthony Ivy, Penn State commit.
Both coaches are down up their wide receivers' play calls. And
yes, they are.
And they're not disappointing the fans at all.
Well, guess what? He's getting talked to right there. I thought he should be able to undercut that route.
It's another pass.
right there to Anthony Ivy on the outside and brought down.
Johnson's pass complete to Ivy on the near side.
By Isaac Gutierrez, the tackle. Anthony Ivy got to set out a play. They're coming to the sidelines for Manheim Township. Talking to his quarterback, number 9, Hayden Johnson. 4:37 to go and counting. Manheim Township down by 7, 21-14. But they're threatening here, too. Excellent field position there. The ball set up at the 12-yard line. Manheim Township has 2 timeouts remaining here before halftime. And they give to Isaiah Jones. And boy, he's some effective running there by number 1, Isaiah Jones, for Manheim Township.
Josh Senquist, Gavin Wentz on the tackle.
Ball on the 6-yard line right now.
Another update from one of our friends, Bailey Jenkins. Southwestern 14 over York Suburban. 14-0 over York Suburban, second quarter.
Southwestern may be a surprise team this year, just by the way, doing Division I play, but go ahead. Backs in the I formation. Give to the up man, number 20.
And I think he's in there. I think he scored.
That's Declan Clancy. In for the score.
Declan Clancy.
I mean, this is a high-scoring affair so far.
It is.
And it's really good football between both teams.
It is, and if for fans at home that maybe were hoping for a 6-3 game, defensive struggle battle, not the case tonight. It's been really a lot of offensive fireworks tonight, and it's been really an entertaining game so far, with 3:30 to go.
Yeah, and I think Dallastown actually came in as somewhat of an underdog against Manheim Township, especially after that big win they had against City East. And, Wildcats have shown that they're not no slouch. They're not no pushovers. They're here to play, and they have a really good team. And I'm really impressed with their front line, their quarterback, and, of course, Kenny Johnson.
Yes, they've come up and played big. You mentioned earlier before that series, Dallastown cheerleaders. I was in contact not just with the AD and the head coach, Ron Miller, but also the head coach for the cheerleading, Stephanie Belligo. Want to give a shout out to her. She kind of helped me point in direction to where we could be here tonight and broadcast the game, because our schedule is subject to change.
Yeah, and we got this schedule pretty much put up within 72 hours, really, really fast.
Oh, I tell you what, the booth's not catered, but they're bringing you food here. I mean, the fans cannot see this, but you're working up an appetite talking, huh?
This is very rare we have food on set, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, ate before coming here tonight, so ready for the game. And
fans lining up deep for the Wildcats. Colton Mahorny, Michael Scott.
We also want to thank the fans from Manheim Township that's tuning in tonight. They may not be familiar with Sports Shooting Star, but we film games. This is probably 110 games we filmed so far. Basketball, football. We have a game on pretty much every week during the basketball season and also during the football season.
Yes, it's been great. And you hear the band for Dallastown. They're very vocal here, along with the fans. And we're tied up with 3:30 to go, 21-21.
Now keep an eye on number 6 for Dallastown, Michael Scott.
Michael Scott, the true freshman, the only freshman on the roster.
Very nimble. And the ball is going strictly,
Tell you
over
what,
the head.
he has a leg, and it's on display again. Again, that's Matt O'Gorman with a touchback. Head coach for Manheim Township, Mark Evans, again, comes in here with a 1-0 record, looking to move to 2-0. And right now, this has been everything we've expected it to be. A great matchup, and we'll be back again next week as we travel over to Central York as they play host to the Hempfield Black Knights. Back home for you of sorts, being back at Central next week.
Yeah, it'd be good times going back over at Central. Did a lot of games there. Watched a lot of games. Both my kids go to that school district, so it's interesting and also a lot of fun to watch them play. And any team around the district, we enjoy watching and filming.
There we go, a running play.
Hand off to Fox up the middle.
And that is Caleb Fox for a 5-yard pickup for Dallastown off the 25-yard line.
Declan Clancy with the tackle. Second down for Dallastown.
Second down and 5 here with just over 3 minutes to go here before halftime. Looking to throw the ball downfield and complete to Kenny Johnson. Least to Johnson. You're going to hear that combination, I think, a lot throughout tonight's game.
First down, Dallastown.
And as the fans at home can hear, it's a first down Dallastown here.
Another update. New Oxford 7 over East Pennsboro. Lancaster Catholic 7, Dillon Catholic 7 at halftime.
The Battle of the Catholics taking place tonight.
Bowling Springs 14, 0 second quarter. It's nice blocking right there. Good block.
A big run.
Big time
run
blocks.
out to about midfield there for Caleb Fox. Pounding the ball right now.
Caleb Fox is out to midfield.
Midfield with just over 2 minutes to go here. Another first down due.
You got a fan tuning in from Florida. Former Blue Streak, Paul Huffman. Thanks for tuning in to the telecast tonight.
Enjoy the weather down there in the Sunshine State, Paul. We have some nice weather here now, don't you know?
Well, Hurricane Ida just went through around that way, so hopefully everything's safe on his end.
Yeah, it hit the Louisiana. Hit Caleb Fox with another hard run out of bounds there. And it looks like he was brought down. No flag, but
He's driven out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
brought down hard there on that play, dude. Caleb Fox.
Caleb Fox is just a hard-nosed runner right now. He's getting them yards the hard way and pushing his way down the field.
He's going to take a cup of Gatorade there, take a little bit of a breather right now. Well-deserved for Caleb Fox right now. With 2 minutes to go, we're knotted up here at Dallastown, but the Wildcats are threatening against the Blue Streaks. Backs in the I formation for Dallastown. There's Colton Mahorny with a carry, close to the 40-yard line.
Hand off to Mahorny. He's down near the 40.
Ball set up a 42-yard line here for Dallastown, but they're threatening with just over a minute and a half to go here. And Colton Mahoney with another strong run. First down
Dallastown.
A first down by Dallastown, and looking for more.
James Lalott with the tackle for Township.
I'm going to send you a text. Can you have Eric read off the number, please?
Yep.
Dylan Lee's looking to throw the ball. No one open yet. Looking to throw deep. And overthrew his intended receiver, Michael Scott, with 1 minute to go.
If he didn't have so much fire on that pass, that could have been an easy catch for Michael Scott.
With his speed, yeah, you would recovery.
Right now I have another update. Central York 7-0 over CV at halftime.
At halftime, a low-scoring affair in Cumberland Valley.
Parking lot with its lights on, it's a Honda Element. It's green. License plate LCP 8990.
Right now the score is 21-21.
LCP
1 minute to go in the second quarter.
It's a green Honda Element. Your lights are on.
So, Eric, can you please help get the seats off the field?
Dylan Lee's looking, steps up in the pocket, and he's got to keep it there, dude. Down the right sideline, first down,
and he gets out of
first
bounds.
Down, yeah, but
Clever,
stop the clock.
Very clever play from Dylan Lees to get out of bounds after that scramble.
They only have one timeout right now with 4. And the clock, it looks like the clock is running right now.
Yeah, the clock is still running.
One timeout for Dallastown.
40 seconds to go in the second quarter.
All set up. Looks like the 29-yard line. And they almost have to get a hurry-up style offense here going.
30 seconds to go.
30 seconds to go.
Jack, you take Dallastown off the field.
Dylan Lee's looking to throw the ball deep
wide
downfield.
open.
And boom, big-time hit on Kenny Johnson. And that's going to
That's a helmet hit. And they're going to call a flag on that, on number 22.
That was Michael Scott, excuse me, that got drilled there on that.
Penalty on the flag.
And that's against number Jake. I'm sorry. That's against number 22, Jake Luckball for Manheim Township. caught with that penalty play.
Got lit up on that play, but it's a costly penalty here with 23 seconds to go here.
Helmet to helmet. Thing. They don't call it targeting, I don't think.
Some of the fans are looking for the score between York High and Coatesville. I do not.
JP
McCaskey. I'm sorry.
Battle of the Roses taking place across the river there.
Yep, we don't have that score as of yet, but we're waiting on it.
Unnecessary roughness. Number 3. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Half the distance to the goal. This sets them up nicely here, with just 23 seconds to go.
We're absolutely in field goal range right now, and the way their kicker been kicking the ball so far, I mean, he's definitely can knock down this
Nathan
field goal
Winslow is the kicker for Dallastown. Dylan Lease looking to go to the end zone to Kenny Johnson, and that's a catch, big time catch.
And that's
by
another
Kenny
catch.
Johnson. Wow.
And I don't know if the fans can see
15-yard
that,
touchdown reception. Go ahead, Du.
but he had to do a 180 to turn around just to catch that ball against 2 defenders.
2 defenders, yeah, covered by 2, and you can see why he's one of the best receivers in Pennsylvania there. Kenny Johnson putting on a clinic here. 2 touchdown receptions so far, and we're not even through till halftime here, Du.
And the catches he has been amazing, and touchdown catches. I mean, he did a 180 right there just to catch the ball. The last catch he had was an 80-yarder, and he's putting on a clinic right now for Dallastown Wildcats.
He is, and the kick is up and good by Nathan Winslow, who's a sophomore. And just like that, the Wildcats 28, the Blue Streaks 21 with 17 seconds to go. Want to let the fans know Manheim Township they do have 2 timeouts remaining here tonight.
And this has been an electrifying first half, 28 to 21. Big scores from both teams back-to-back. Anthony Ivey's doing this thing. Kenny Johnson's doing this thing. I mean, This is exactly what we want to see coming into this game. And I got to give a lot of credit to Dylan Lease, the Dallastown Wildcat
showed some real moxie, hasn't he? There in the pocket.
A great job.
And it's been a very entertaining game, and glad to be part of it again. I want to give special thanks to the athletic director here at Dallastown, Josh Luckenball, for the invite, along with head coach of Dallastown, Ron Miller. It's been a great game so far, and don't go anywhere, fans. There's still a whole half left, and but been fun coming to Dallastown for our first ever broadcast here at Dallastown.
Absolutely. Also, want to give a shout out to Hayden Johnson, their quarterback for Manheim Township. He's doing a great job getting the ball to his #1 receiver, Anthony Ivey, and keeping his team into the game.
Yeah, and right now it'll be interesting to see. Anthony Ivey is back there. Nathan Winslow getting set to kick the ball off.
A little squib kick.
And a little squib kick.
On the hop.
And brought down to about the 30-yard line with 13 seconds to go.
That's a great tackle from Damon Williams for Dallastown Wildcats.
And if you're Manheim right now, 2 timeouts, dial your offensive play call up here. What do you do? Or do you just need it and go into halftime down by 7?
You don't need it. I've seen a lot of teams being very aggressive in this situation. You want to get the ball right back to Anthony Ivey. Let him do his thing on a bomb or even a screen pass, a bubble screen. He can create a lot of yardage with that. I do not see Manheim Township down in the ball.
We'll see what Coach Evans
only
has
13
in store
seconds to go.
here with 13 seconds remaining here before halftime. And at halftime, the Manheim Township band will entertain the fans.
Expect him to go deep.
And he is going deep down to the left sideline to Anthony Ivey, and just through the hands of Anthony Ivey with 7 seconds to go. Bring up a 2nd down.
That have been a tough catch for Anthony Ivey. He was double covered, but...
Well, they're going to their home run hitter, hoping that they can break one free. And just beyond the outstretched arms there of Anthony Ivey, who we'll be seeing play at Penn State, and maybe in the future seeing some passes from Bo Prabula to Anthony Ivey when they both play at Happy Valley. Trips formation again, and you got to think they're going to go maybe one more time deep here with 7 seconds remaining. And we may have time for one more play here with 3rd down due.
Michael Heckman is incomplete.
Pass intended Michael Heckman, 3rd and long. And if you're Dallastown, you have to be pretty happy with yourself heading into halftime here with a 7-point lead over Manheim Township, a perennial powerhouse out of the Lancaster-Lebanon League, too.
Rush 3 and draw.
And we've seen it a lot of times, Todd. One team goes into halftime one way and they come out a different way. So we want to make sure Dallastown Wildcats stay aggressive in the second half and do not let Manheim Township get back into the game because they're capable of doing that. As you can see last year with that win over CD East.
And it'll probably be the final play here before halftime. Looking to throw the ball down, deep downfield. And it looks like everyone's covered. He's just got to throw it up there and over through intended receiver Anthony Ivy. And with that, your score at halftime, Dallastown 28, Manheim Township 21.
The Blue Streets 21.
And so far, without a doubt, it's anybody's game. Like I said, Dallastown's controlling the home field advantage and putting up big points as they should. And Manheim Township's right in the game. They're only one touchdown behind the Wildcats, so they have to keep their foot on the gas. Dallastown does if they want to come out with a win.
They want to come out with a win. And on that note, since we're at halftime break, we want to mention our sponsors. It would be a good time to mention our sponsor, Basil Insurance. Our good friend Greg Basil of Basil Insurance, family owned since 1999. Basil Insurance has affordable insurance and has been sponsoring us for the 4th straight season, located at 2210 West Market Street, right here in York, Pennsylvania. You can contact them at 717-792-6400. Also, Integrity First Home Buyers, sports enthusiast Eric Brewer of Integrity First Home Buyers of York's been an avid supporter of our program for the past 5 seasons. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road, right here in York, Pennsylvania. Give them a call at 717-718-0858 or look them up online or simply send them an email at info@integrityfirsthomebuyers.com and ask for Eric. Also, S3 Performance Training. They're located at 2810 East Prospect Road, right here in York, Pennsylvania. They specialize in individual and group performance to help every athlete reach their maximum potential. S3 focuses on strength, speed, and stamina. This is our 3rd year partnership with S3, and we're looking forward to many more. Remember, their training is not limited to just student athletes. It's for everybody. Contact John Turpak or Ron Johnson at s3performancetraining.com. Prestige Motor Cars of York. Owner Jesse Ferber has been a longtime friend of the network and has supported the program for the past 3 years. Prestige Motor Cars of York is located on the historical trail at 1899 Susquehanna Trail, York, Pennsylvania. Best luxury cars for $10,000 or less. Give them a call at 717-781-6750 and ask for Jesse or Brian Elk. And last but not least, maybe you're watching this game, you're in the stadium here, and maybe you're going to work up an appetite like my broadcast partner eating here in the broadcast booth. Check out Parma Pizza, located at 476 East Main Street, right here in Dallastown, a long throw away from this stadium, and ask for Darren Bonaquisti, who I had a chance to talk to beforehand, a big supporter, a big sponsor of Dallastown Athletics, and a big shout out to Darren Bonaquisti.
Also want to give a shout out to his son Blake. Blake's a big time supporter of the program. He helps out his dad at the pizza shop. Sometimes I see him online hanging out in the hot tub, and Darren and Blake.
I see him in the skybox at People's Bank Park.
Absolutely.
So yes. Yeah,
they're big time into
big
the
supporters,
sports.
big sports fans, and we're glad they could sponsor us. And we're just seconds away, really, from the Manheim Township Blue Streak Band coming out on the field and entertaining you here during halftime. And we're going to step away for a break, and we'll be back momentarily with more right here on Sports Shooting Stars with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. It's Todd Edwards. We thank you for tuning in tonight, and enjoy the halftime show here from Dallastown.
How you doing?
feature drum majors, 78 musicians, 16 color guard members, and 4 equipment squad members for a total of 100 participating students. The featured musical performers include Lily Burrell and Yannick Vedok on trumpet, Ethan Brokaw on flugelhorn, and Micah Hostetter on saxophone. The featured visual performers are Brazil June, Caitlin Schaefer, Lily Kilgore, and Dylan Luther. The marching band is directed by Mr. Scott Siegel. The assistant director is Mr. Scott Pullis. Tonight's performance is under the very capable field command of drum majors Aaron Grave and Eve McConnell. This year's show, Reach for the Stars, is based on an iconic expression that means to do something impressive yet difficult. You all have the idea that a bright future beckons. As statesmen and philanthropists, the onus is on us, through hard work, honesty, and integrity, to reach for the stars. Tonight's musical selections include also Sprach Zarathustra by Johann Strauss, the theme from Star Trek by Alexander Courage, music from the movie Star Trek 2009 by Michael Giacchino, the theme from Apollo 13 by James Horner, Space Oddity by David Bowie, Satellite by the Dave Matthews Band, and Rocket Man by Elton John.
Right back there. RB. You alright? Anybody here? All county. All county.
And now, the Manheim Township Marching Band is proud to present its 2021 field show, Reach for the Stars.
Yeah.
Manheim Township High School Marching Band.
And there you have it, sports fans. The Manheim Township Marching Band finishing up here at Dallastown at halftime. It looks like we're about 2 minutes to go here before kickoff. It's Todd Edwards. Stu Jones is here, milling around the stadium here. Above the broadcast booth is Belinda Morales. We want to thank Belinda Morales for her handling of the camera above the press box here. And it's been an entertaining game so far with your score, Dallastown 28, Manheim Township 21.
How do you get into that?
And I want to give you some scores from around the rest of the league taking place tonight. Southwestern 14, York Suburban 7, Spring Grove 14, West York 0. Waynesboro all over Red Line 26-7. And how about this, fans that I know have tuned in here to Sports Shooting Stars wanting to know, York High all over JP McCaskey 40-0 right now. Yes, you heard me correct. York High rebounding after their big loss last week, pounding it on to JP McCaskey 40-0 right now. Another game of interest and note. Halftime, Central York 7, Cumberland Valley 0. As the Manheim Township Marching Band makes their way off the field, the Dallastown cheerleaders here entertaining the home crowd. And again, your score here at halftime, Dallastown 28, Manheim Township 21. Want to encourage our fans to tune in next Friday as we make our way to Central York as they'll play host to the Hempfield Black Knights. And as you can see, the Dallastown football team making their way back onto the field here. Be a good time to give a shout out to our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motor Cars of York, Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, and Parma Pizza of Dallastown. All sponsors for tonight's broadcast with Sports Shooting Stars. And maybe, I'll tell you, maybe you're hungry after tonight's game. Here you're in stadium. You can head over to 476 East Main Street, Parma Pizza, right here in Dallastown. Check out Darren Bonaquisti. If you want pizza, stromboli, subs, they have it all right there with Parma Pizza. And the Dallastown Wildcats warming up on the field right now. Manheim Township yet to come back onto the field here at Dallastown. I mentioned the score. I tell you what, Kenny Johnson, big contributor for Dallastown with 2 big touchdown receptions tonight. Anthony Ive, a 30-yard touchdown reception for Manheim Township. Also a 2-yard touchdown run by Colton Mahorny and a 5-yard touchdown run by Colton Mahorny. A lot of scoring tonight. Offensive fireworks in effect tonight.
I'd like to remind you that September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And once again, Dallastown Mini-Thon thanks you for your support. Earlier tonight,
And my broadcast partner, Stu Jones, making his way back here to the broadcast booth. Dude, it's been an entertaining game so far. How about it?
however, we'd also like to recognize another 4 Diamonds family with us tonight. Members of the Himes family are here to represent Dakota, our newest 4 Diamonds child. We appreciate your generosity in supporting these families. Remember, it's all for the kids. And tonight, in 4 minutes, the Dallastown Mini-Thon and our spectators here in Dallastown, we raised $1,406.36. Fantastic job, everyone.
Nice money amount raised here tonight. How about it, Stu?
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight, they're honoring, or they have a campaign about beating cancer, so that's what they're honoring tonight, and they raise a lot of money to beat cancer, for a local organization for Dallastown Wildcats. You see a lot of kids out here tonight with Beat Cancer shirts.
Beat Cancer, the gold, the student section, yeah, well represented here at Dallastown tonight. And again, a very entertaining game here tonight. And again, thank again the athletic director, Josh Luckenball, and head coach Ron Miller for Dallastown for inviting us in here this Friday night.
Let me know if you want to hear something.
You see a difference from this Friday night from last Friday night. It's starting to get a little bit more chilly. I think the temperature is getting down around 60 degrees. I think we did York High's game last week, and it was around 68, 70 degrees still at around 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
but
you had a taste of that summer-like weather, more like baseball weather last week. This, you have a little more
autumn, fall weather.
Yeah, fall. And technically, there's still a month of, still a couple more weeks of summer left here to do in September before we turn the chapter into fall. And somehow I got a feeling by the end of the season, when we make our way to the final broadcast at Central, as they'll play host to York High, maybe a little chillier then. How about it, Do?
Yeah, I think that game is October 29th, and that should be, right around Halloween time. It's going to get real scary out there between York High and Central York. I mean, they're rivals. They see each other every year, and it seems like it's always for the county championship.
And we always seem to be part of it. We're honored and blessed to do that. An 8-game schedule. Of course, this is the second of 8 games we plan to broadcast. You can follow us on Sports Shooting Stars, our Facebook page or Instagram. Follow Du Jones, Todd Edwards.
And those that watch our telecast and our broadcast, let them know, we're always looking for volunteers, sponsors, anybody want to help us out. Feedback, input, we're always open to that. We're a small-knit crew, but,
we make it happen. How about it? We attempt to make it happen each and every week, doing what we truly love to do here, and that's broadcast not just football games, but basketball games, and glad to do it this Friday. Absolutely magnificent night for football here at Dallastown.
Winslow's lining up for the opening kickoff of the second half.
And Nathan Winslow getting ready to kick off in Manheim Township. There are 11 players coming out here on the special teams unit. But imagine Anthony Ivey will be back, and he will be back. To be interesting to see if the kicker, Nathan Winslow, kicks it away from him.
Also want to give the fans a couple new updates that we have from our friend Bailey Jenkins. Waynesboro, 19-7, they're up 19-7 over Redline, sorry.
Kick to the up man there, number 7, with that's Elliot Feliciano Maldonado.
Spring Grove is up right now, 14-0 over West Shore going into the third quarter. Southwestern 14, York Suburban 7, third quarter. Bowling Springs 21, Bermuda 0 going into the third quarter.
First down, Streaks.
Now you wonder what kind of adjustments that both of the coaches are going to make this second half between Dallastown and Manheim Township. The air attack has definitely been on display so far for both teams, so they have to buckle down. And you got to know who the star players are, because right now Kenny Johnson and Anthony Ivory is having a great game in the first half. Over 100 yards for both players.
No doubt. And with that, back in shotgun formation, Hayden Johnson, the quarterback for Manheim Township. They give to Isaiah Jones, looking for running room. Breaks to the outside, out to midfield, inside Dallastown territory. Keeps churning there, number 1, Isaiah Jones. Isaac Gutierrez with a tackle there for Dallastown.
And we've been calling Isaac Gutierrez's name a few times so far in this game. Number 4 for Dallastown Wildcats.
Sets up Manheim. Nice field position here on the opening drive here of the second half.
The senior quarterback also plays safety.
Dallastown 28, Manheim Township 21. Backs are in an I formation for the Blue Streaks. Give to the up man.
And there's nothing there at all.
Keeps his legs churning there. Well,
he did get some positive yards.
Yes.
I think it's about 1.5 yards.
With the carry.
DeClan Clancy with the carry, and of course he has a touchdown earlier in the game.
Jerome Colbert.
And a nice 6-yard touchdown run earlier in the game, second quarter. So
second down for the Streaks.
Spreading the ball around here a little bit, the Blue Streaks.
Just got another update. Central York 7, CV 3, so they kicked the field goal. They are on the board now.
That surprised me, a low-scoring affair there up in Cumberland Valley tonight. Quick pitch out to Anthony Ivey.
And he's hard to bring down.
Yes,
he
he
gets
is.
some more yards. That's about a 7-8 yard pickup.
Well, they list him in the program, the roster here at 6 foot 180, but being down on the field earlier, he looks a lot bigger than 6 foot.
3rd and 8 with 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Manheim Township has the ball on the 39. Again, Todd, is this 4-down territory?
You would have to think so, yes.
in the house still.
I love it. Not in the high school, but.
Ray!
Offense spread out here for Manheim.
That's a running
And a big running play. First down and more for Manheim Township.
He made that look
They gotta
easy.
Move the chains there. Clancy with the carry there. And a new set of downs for the Blue Streaks.
Ethan Jones, Jerome Colbert, and on the stop
Again,
first down.
for fans at home watching, if you like offense, this is the game for you right now. A lot of points scored.
It's been an air attack
49
between
points
both
between
players,
the teams.
both teams,
Yeah.
with both of their star players getting up and racking up big-time yardage.
Empty backfield set here for Manheim Township.
Good
Looking
step.
to go deep. Anthony Ivy's down there and through the hands of Anthony. You don't see that too often with Anthony Ivy.
You don't.
Through the hands. Intended for the Penn State commit.
And that was great defense from number 11, Caleb Fox, for Dallastown Wildcats. That ball actually went through Anthony Ivy's hands, and you don't see that, like you said, too often. And that was a big-time throw.
By their quarterback, Hayden Johnson, which were a sophomore for Manheim Township. Got to be around 2 more years for this.
Yeah, Hayden Johnson did a great job stepping up in the pocket and getting the ball down the field.
Hayden Johnson, back in shotgun formation. Anthony Ivy in the slot.
2nd and 10.
Quick hitter to Anthony Ivy, and there you go.
And that slant's probably going to be open all day because you got to give Anthony Ivy a little bit of room. You can't press him too much because he can beat you with that long ball. Plus, he has the speed.
And a nice drive here to open up the third quarter for Manheim Township. We're just over 9.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Your score, Dallastown 28, Manheim Township 21. But the Blue Streaks are threatening here, too.
And you see Dallastown's lineman, Michael Prisco, is trying to get the crowd hyped up by raising his arms and telling the guys, guys in the crowd to get into the game.
Spread offense here for Manheim Township. And a drop by Anthony Ivy. Again, maybe it was a case of him looking upfield before securing a catch, too.
I seen that, had a bird's eye view with that pass right there. He actually had his eyes in another direction. I think he was waiting for the hit and kind of took his eyes off the ball for half a second. But you won't see that too often. There's 2 drop passes so far in the third quarter from Anthony Ivy. We didn't see any drop passes so far in this game from in the first half.
Nope. That brings up a 2nd down and 10. The ball on the 20-yard line of Dallastown. Manheim Township threatening here with 9:13 to go in the third quarter.
2nd and 10.
I see Anthony Ivy in the backfield there with quarterback Hayden Johnson.
Ball on the 20.
In
Hayden
motion.
Johnson steps back, a little screen play.
Ooh. Intended for number 1, Isaiah Shaw.
Looks like that was a screen, but didn't have an opportunity to develop. And Wildcats did a great job of sniffing that out.
And kind of dangerous throwing to that ball there. Did you see that do it? A lot of Dallastown defenders there in on that screen. 3rd down and 10. We'll see what Coach Mark Evans for Manheim Township has in store here for the Blue Streaks.
And so far, going to the slant has been very effective for the Manheim Township Blue Streak. So I just wonder if they're going to do that again.
Yeah, right now you see trips formation now for Manheim Township.
And Dallastown Stadium is starting to get loud.
And sack brought down.
And that's a big-time sack from the quarterback,
Dylan
Lease.
Lease, the quarterback, now the sackmeister, for Dallastown. And that brings up a 4th down.
4th and long, Manheim Township.
I mean, for Dylan Lease.
4th and 16. Now, is it 4-down territory, or do you bring your field goal kicker out, too?
With the ball at the 26, that's probably when we were on a 38-yard field goal. So, they probably will go for it.
They are going.
Pin back the Wildcats against their own end zone.
Looks from here, it looks like they have to get the ball inside the 10-yard line for a 1st down. Interesting to see trips formation here.
Keep an eye on Anthony Ivy.
In the slot right now, trips formation.
Number 5. And they're going to him right now. Oh, no, another pass.
Another pass, and that's down close to the first down mark. He may have gotten that first down, dude. Number 11, that's Michael Heckman.
And that's incredible patience from Hayden Johnson to wait for that play to develop and get that pass out there.
As the rush was coming from the Dallastown defenders, and a first down right now, and move the chains. Just when you're sitting here thinking, nah, it's going to go to number 5, Anthony Johnson. Surprise, surprise, Michael Heckman with the reception and first down for the Blue Streaks. Big first down catch there for Michael Heckman.
Yeah, Hayden Johnson did stare down Anthony Ivy, and at the last moment changed his direction and got that pass out to number 11.
Backs are in I formation for the Blue Streaks. Give to the up man. And, close getting down there.
And that's Caleb Fox again. Caleb Fox again. What another tackle. We've been calling his name quite often.
Yeah, the Clancy with the carry. Thought from our vantage point here, dude, he was going to go walk right in, but it's a second down, second and goal now. Ball in the
and it wasn't for that tackle from
3-yard line.
Caleb Fox, that would have been an easy touchdown run.
You got to think if you're Manheim Township right now, 4-down territory.
Absolutely.
It's second down and goal.
Absolutely. 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dallastown Wildcats were up 28-21 over Manheim Township.
But the Blue Streaks are threatening here. Spread out the offense a little bit here, dude. The give to Isaiah Shaw. He can walk it in. It looks like close to the goal line.
He stood up.
He
stood up at the 1-yard line.
Wow. That'll bring a third down and goal now for Manheim Township.
Just short.
Under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
I tell you what, Todd, so far I've been very impressed with Dallastown Wildcats with their whole offense
and defense. They have come to play here tonight, yes. And a quarterback keeper. And it doesn't appear. Oh, no, the side judge is saying he's in. That's a touchdown.
With that second effort, he had a chance to get into the end zone. And this game is all but tied.
By Hayden Johnson. And I'll tell you, the scoring has been kind of a well-rounded tonight. How about it, dude?
Well, it's over 50 points between as a total between both ball clubs, so it has been a very high-scoring game so far.
Is tied at 28.
And we're knotted up here at Dallastown with 6:42 to go. It's Dallastown 28, Manheim Township 28. Don't go anywhere, sports fans. We're in for a great game here, dude.
Yeah, and fans that's tuning in for the first time or just getting used to our broadcast, normally you have a player of the game. We give away a player of the game shirt. We have a short post-game interview with the coach and the player as well. And this is one of those games we kind of know sometimes, like, around third quarter who's going to get it. But this is one of those games you just don't know.
It may come down to the final play or final second of the game. And what a game it's been. And we thank Dallastown again for inviting sports shooting stars here. And, of course, we'll be back next Friday at Central as they play host to Hempfield. Yeah, too early to tell right now, who player of the game will be, but a lot to choose from. Let's just say
absolutely.
Johnson. O'Gorman will kick off for Township.
Also want to tell the fans to check out our sponsors. Their information is at the lower third of our broadcast. You can see them down at the bottom of our screen. You can check them out for insurance. You want some pizza. You're looking for a car. You want to get in shape.
Fit,
It's a little bit of everything down there. We really appreciate our sponsors.
Matt O'Gorman with a kick down to about the 1-yard line. It's returnable for Colton Mahorny and brings it out beyond the 20-yard line for Dallastown.
Mahorny with a return out past the 20.
6:35 to go here in the third quarter. And, yeah, we'll make our way post-game down on the field and interview the player of the game and give some goodies away. You mentioned we'll always give that T-shirt away. And then, of course, tonight Parma Pizza is going to have their own T-shirt giveaway and then a food voucher as well.
Yeah, free large pizza.
I'm making me hungry.
One appetizer and 4 fountain drinks. I mean, whoever gets that's going to be pretty excited, especially tomorrow with being Saturday, get some pizza and some wings.
Yes. We're back to action. Backs are in the I formation. Colton Mahorny with the carry around the left side. Down near the 30-yard line. Nice carry for Colton Mahorny. Colton Mahorny has 2 touchdowns in tonight's game. Potentially a player of the game.
And this game is coming down to whoever has the ball last, it seems like. Whoever has the ball in the fourth quarter and really chews up that clock is probably going to be the winner of this game because it's been a back-and-forth affair since the first quarter.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we've seen either punter on the field here tonight, do
you? have it. There's Ron Miller taking a timeout, coach for Dallastown Wildcats.
In his 4th season for Dallastown, Ron Miller comes from West York, where they won a District 3 title.
Got a couple new updates from our good friend Bailey Jenkins. Lancaster Catholic 14, DeLone Catholic 7, 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Also have New Oxford who extended their lead 21-0 over East Pennsboro going into the third quarter. Central York scored another touchdown, up 14-3 over Cumberland Valley.
And by the way, it looks like we have an injured player on the far sideline on Manheim Township. It looks like there's very little movement going on with the player. It looks like he is up. Manheim Township player is up on his feet now. An injury timeout taking place. But go ahead, you're talking about scores here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're also looking for any other scores that you guys may know. Go to the YouTube chat. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube right now. If you know any other scores, let us know. We'll give you a shout out. We'll also relay the score to our other listeners and viewers that's watching the game tonight. This game is also on channel Comcast cable channel 18 of York.
Television. Yeah.
We're on
Say
Facebook.
Hello to the viewers there on White Rose Community Television. I know maybe my father-in-law was watching. He said he'd tune in. That's Gary Gregory. Hello to you if you're tuned in watching. Trips formation for Dallastown. We're back to action here.
Dylan Lease for the scramble. He runs.
And he's a quarterback keeper. Hard hit. Not afraid to take a hit. Dylan Lease, the quarterback for Dallastown.
First down, Dallastown.
And just like that, Dallastown a first down here, too.
Yeah, Dylan Lease is the quarterback and also the inside linebacker. So that just lets you know that he can take a hit and he can throw the ball. So he has a unique characteristics that go along with his game.
Well, you remember Steve Young was not afraid to take a hit either, and he had that elusive scrambling ability for the San Francisco Giants, winning a Super Bowl there in the mid-'90s and then later inducted into the Hall of Fame.
And also, Dylan Lease is left-handed, and that's got to be really difficult for, defensive ends or for guys to kind of like, fill him out a little bit because he's a little bit unorthodox, as those left-handers tend to be.
Backs are in I formation for the Wildcats. Give to Colton Mahorny and not much going there, and the ball came out.
And that was a great tackle.
Looks like number 55, Ethan Vargas, picked up the fumble recovery. Big offensive lineman for Dallastown. Under 5.5 minutes to go. We're knotted up here at Dallastown, 28-28. A nice crowd here tonight on a magnificent night for football here.
And that was a good tackle from Manheim Township's player number 51, Austin Day, Jr., 6'1", 200 pounds. He sniffed that play out immediately and got to the backfield. Haven't seen Dallastown go to Kenny Johnson yet in the second half.
In and out of the hands of freshman Michael Scott, number 6.
And it looks like they're trying to get Michael Scott involved into the offense. He hasn't had any catches so far, I think, in this game. But once he gets, get in his rhythm and gets the ball and get a couple yards, he'll be right to the flow of things. Looks like Dallastown is still trying to focus on getting him the ball, and I think that's important for them to win the game.
Let's not forget Kenny Johnson, who's had 2 magnificent touchdown receptions here, a transfer from York Suburban, and certainly making his mark here at Dallastown. Number 1. Trips formation for Dallastown. Kenny Johnson on the far left side. Quarterback
And
Dylan Lease.
Dallastown had a lot of success running the ball in the first half.
Dylan Lease looking to throw the ball into, and that was caught there by number 4, Isaac Gutierrez. That was dangerous throw. That was
very tough
double
catch.
Coverage there, too, right along sideline. Brings up 4th down. And
4th and 8 with 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Ball looks to be about a 37-yard line, and they're going.
It looks like
interesting play call here by Coach Ron Miller to go for it here on 4th down.
Very aggressive play calling from Coach Ron Miller.
Oh, they are going to punt.
And that is a nice punt.
High elevation. It's going to take a Dallastown bounce inside the 25 down to about the 20-yard line.
Very nice punt.
It was Colton Mahorney with a punt there, so he just doesn't run the ball, but from time to time will punt the ball for Dallastown.
A lot of players in high school play these dual positions where they're, like I said, outside linebacker, quarterback, and, you know, running back, maybe punter, and that's on display
Unless you're
tonight.
at St. Joseph Prep.
Oh, yeah.
Right, where you play one position. And by the way, St. Joseph Prep is coming to York, Pennsylvania tomorrow, Smalls Athletic Field. Interesting matchup there for sports fans that are tuned in tonight, maybe tomorrow night looking for something to do. It should be a big classic between two prep schools, St. Joseph Prep. It's not too often you get to see them play here in York, Pennsylvania, do.
Yeah, and that's state champions. You got to add state champions to
Well, they
St. Joe's
spanked
name.
Central. Remember, we were up at the sweetest place on earth when that occurred. But we're back to action here. Isaiah Shaw with a carry. Big run. Look at him up the middle, looking for extra running room out to the 40, 45, down to midfield. That's Isaiah Jones, excuse me. And we're seeing, this is another potential player here for Manheim Township. We always seem to be focused on Anthony Ivy, but number one, Isaiah Jones.
And Isaiah Jones
senior.
is actually down right now.
No, there's another. Yeah, let's see here. The training staff out.
I believe that was the ball carrier. I'm sorry, the ball carrier, Isaiah Jones, that's down right now after that great 30-yard run.
Big run right now, and interesting to see.
And this is an injury timeout. And you got to think about, you know, with the season being so young, there's a lot of times these kids, they're in shape, but they have cramps, and they have a couple of little things that happen in the beginning of the season before they get in full swing. So I've seen that happen a few times.
He's at least seated up talking to the training personnel from OSS here at midfield. He may just have cramped up or just tired after that play, and he's on his feet, walking off to the sideline, which is a good sign to see here, dude, with 3:50 to go here in the third quarter.
Shows a lot of class. Dallastown Wildcats fans are clapping as he got up off the field and want to see him healthy and finish the game.
And that brings out, sets up Blue Streaks here with nice field position. Ball just inside the 50-yard line on Dallastown's 49-yard line. You see Landon Kennel and Anthony Ivy near us here on the broadcast booth. Shotgun formation for
right now,
Hayden Johnson.
Right now, Dallastown needs a stop. That's a big-time play. Tackle by committee.
That was Nick Good with a carry there. I believe that's the first time we've called his name tonight, Nick Good. And we have teams full complement of timeouts here with just under 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. But really a classic here, Dew.
And we have a final, Lancaster Catholic 14 over DeLone Catholic 7.
DeLone Catholic, I believe they started out the season 0-2. That's very uncharacteristic for the Squires. Battle of Catholic taking place tonight.
I love these out-of-conference games in the beginning of the season because you get to see a little bit from all around the different counties and see where they measure up at. Quick bubble screen.
And a loss on that play, dude.
That play didn't really have a chance to develop. It was a little bit high. You know, lucky it wasn't a fumble or turnover by him catching the ball.
Yeah. Sometimes you're almost best to almost have that ball fall incomplete than to take the loss.
Absolutely.
Well, they're saying that, dude, it looks like that was an incomplete pass behind the line of scrimmage, it looks like? Or
yeah, that's what some people are talking about right now. They think the ball should be back behind the scrimmage line.
Behind.
That's where the ball rolled out at. Right now it's 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 with 2:57 to go.
In the third quarter, 28-28. It's been a great game so far.
There it is. There's Anthony Ivy inside the 40, 35-30. Down to the 25-yard line, inside.
And every time that Manheim Township needs to make a play, they go to Anthony Ivy, and he makes something happen.
Yep.
Also want to add on that play, Zane Saeed, number 11 for Manheim Township, made a crucial block that kind of opened up the field for Anthony Ivy. It's always difficult when you're trying to chase a player and then another offensive player just levels you like that.
Or block. Yeah, you see that sometimes take place on the basketball court, but here on the football field, you
got to circle the time. You got to look at this in replay. That was a big time hit for number 11 that opened up that play for Anthony Ivy.
Under 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Isaiah Jones back in the game with a carry.
And that's a good tackle for number 9, Dylan Lease, the quarterback, as we said before, for Century. I mean, for Dallastown.
And a lot of these schools, the players do play 2 positions. I mean, you see with Bo Perbola, he's the punter for Central. Also, he played some free safety for Central during the playoff run last year. But isn't it amazing when you look at St. Joseph Prep, you come in as an offensive lineman, that's what you play, or a quarterback, that's what you play. It's
absolutely. Their recruiting class is so high all the time. I mean, you know, they have one guy for one position. They make them great at it. Looks like there's a timeout for Manheim Township. Want to talk some things over.
That'll be their first time out here with 1:40 to go. Your score, Dallastown 28, Manheim Township 28. Tied up. Good time to mention some our sponsors. How about it, dude? Tonight's sponsors: S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motor Cars of York, Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, and Parma Pizza and Grill. 5 sponsors tonight. We want to thank them all for providing sponsorships for Sports Shooting Stars.
And yeah, we know these sponsors personally. Like I said, you know Ron Johnson, you know John Turpek, you know Greg Basil, you actually know Jesse Ferber, of course, and of course Eric Brewer. I mean, these guys we see in the community all the time. They're always helping people out. They're involved in sports so heavily.
And you mentioned this, if you're hungry, hey, Parma Pizza. You want to get fit? Check S3 Performance Training. Hey, maybe you need a place to live, Integrity First Home Buyers, and hey, you got to drive somewhere to get to the game, Prestige Motor Cars of York. And then that car needs insurance, Basil Insurance.
Absolutely. I've been with Basil Insurance for the last 3 years, and they've been really good to me. So check out Basil Insurance. I think they have the cheapest car insurance that you can get around the county. And they're also located in Dallastown. They have another office in Dallastown as well.
Dallastown's in the air tonight. How about it as we're broadcasting live? And a big carry and a cutback, and he may be up the middle, down towards the goal line.
That was a big-time play.
Big-time block and run. That's Nick Good making his presence. It looks like that's about a 21-yard. Yeah, it's a 21-yard run for Nick Good. And just like that, it's first down and goal for the Blue Streaks.
First and goal for the Streaks.
And you're seeing kind of some different players step up for the Manheim Township team here tonight, too.
For Greg Basil, he also has a Dallastown office at 300 East Main Street in York. You definitely want to give him a shout out. Like I said, if you're looking for car insurance or any type of insurance, go check out Greg Basil. They're located right here in Dallastown.
Long-time supporter, a 4-year supporter of Sports Shooting Stars, Greg Basil.
Give a shout out to his son as well, Nick Basil,
St. Francis.
St. Francis Division I team. Right now, the ball on the 1-yard line.
Looks like Nick Good trying to carry, and they stuffed him there on that run there. That'll bring up a second down and goal.
Nothing coming from that run right there. Makes it second and goal with 35 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Led by Mahoney and Fox. Second and goal. From the 4.
Backs him up a little bit to the 4-yard line here, and we'll see if they can get another playoff before the end of the third quarter. 2 timeouts remaining for Manheim Township. Dallastown has their full complement of 3. And I think Manheim Township's content to let their clock run out and move to the other side of the field.
And that's a good strategy. Get an opportunity, get some more seconds off the clock. Also catch your breath and go into the fourth quarter with a new play and more time to put it in the end zone.
And with that, we've arrived at the end of the third quarter.
The Wildcats 28, the Blue Streaks 28.
Get any better than this.
This is pretty exciting, dude. I mean, it's a game that's 28-28.
Bowls right now.
Good contest. I mean, unlike last week's game, remember, it was kind of a blowout, and of course, Governor Mifflin ran all over York High. And York High, I mentioned at halftime, were all over J.P. McCaskey, 40-0.
Yeah, York
so
High.
They certainly have rebounded. Coach Russ Stoner has them back on track. And York High, after J.P. McCaskey, an engagement with Coatesville on the road.
It's going to be a really tough matchup York High has in the first couple games of the season. But as you just said, they bounced back from that loss they had last week, and now they're kicking butt down there at J.P. McCaskey, which is a kind of a rival between York and Lancaster.
Well, it's Lancaster City versus York City, essentially, and the Battle of the Roses between white and red roses. And York High looks like they're going to make their way for their first win. Mentioned Dallastown here. They have a nice home schedule. I want to mention, of course, Manheim Township comes in tonight. York High will be coming in here later in the season, along with Central York. Get to see some top teams coming in here to Dallastown. So fans of the Wildcats, circle your calendars for those matchups. It'll be good games here.
And also, if fans want to know about our schedule, check our Facebook page, Sports Shooting Stars, and also on YouTube. Also on Instagram, where we have our whole schedule of the games we have this year. And we have 8 fantastic games.
Looking to throw the ball and bat it down.
Who got that? Was it 74 or 53?
Johnson's pass knocked down by
Looks like that was Connor Dayhoff with the knockdown. It's 3rd down and goal. Do you think this is 4-down territory, or the kicker can punch it in? I mean, he's
absolutely. We haven't seen any field goals so far in this game.
We saw our first punt just recently, maybe a first field goal attempt here.
So it's been all touchdowns so far in this game. So disrespect Manheim Township to go to the number one player, Anthony Ivy, on a slant. I'm looking for a slant or just a pop-up because he can go up there and get the ball.
Well, as you can see, he's in trips formation.
Keep your eyes on number 5 for Manheim Township.
Matched up against Kenny Johnson there. One great
matchup there. These are 2 all-state players.
Batted down again. Looks like by number 55, Ethan Vargas. And that brings up a 4th down and goal.
And that's 2 tip passes back-to-back from their defensive linemen.
And you're seeing the special teams unit come in for Manheim Township.
And this is still a good decision. It's a smart decision. Get you points on the board, get you up by 3 points at least.
Their kicker, Matt O'Gorman, had the game-winning kick last week against CD East. He can kick the ball, and we'll see. There'll be an opportunity here to go up by 3. Snap is down. The kick is up.
No problem.
And good. Plenty of leg there. And your score, Manheim Township 31.
O'Gorman's field goal attempt is good.
Dallastown 28 with the 11:48 to go.
31. The Wildcats 28.
And you want to keep that confidence with your kicker in these tough situations. So having him kick the ball, knowing it's a tie game, and he had a game-winning field goal last week, is a good confidence kicker. I mean, a good confidence booster for their kicker for Manheim Township.
Yeah, we mentioned, and it seems like at the high school level, the kicking game is at such a premium. There's not a lot of good kickers. Of course, Dallastown had one in row who's at Penn State now, but the kickers seem to be at a premium here at this level. And when you get one, such as Manheim Township, it can really be a difference during the course of a 10-game season. You mentioned it, earlier in our broadcast. It could come down to the final drive, who has the ball and who's up. And
O'Gorman will kick off for the Streaks.
Matt O'Gorman getting ready to kick off. Tyler Mahorny back, along with Michael Scott. And a strong kick by O'Gorman, and they're just going to touch that back. Yeah, they touch it back. Certainly has a leg on him, the kicker for Manheim Township, too.
Yeah, he's been booming the football all game long so far. Just want to give looking at some of the scores and from the YouTube live chat. Paul Hoffman, he said, just some feedback. If we can have the field clock and the score, the field clock on our screen. And normally we do, but tonight we don't. We have we're using some other equipment, so we don't have the clock on the screen. But normally, if you watch most of our telecasts, we have the scoreboard. And the whole scoreboard on the screen.
2 cameras, yeah. And I'm trying to make a concerted effort tonight to reiterate the score and the time. And we're back to action here, backs in the I formation. Tyler Mahorny with a carry. Out past the 20-yard line.
Mahorny takes the carry out past the 20.
And Redline is having some tough time right now against Waynesboro. Waynesboro's up 47-7 over Redline.
We're going to have Redline as they make their way to York High later in the season in one of our broadcasts, too.
We have Cedar Crest 45 over at Gettysburg 7. York High's putting a whipping right now on McCaskey, 48-0 at half.
And J.B. McCaskey opened up with the win over Reading in week 1, so interesting to see.
Central York extending their lead 21-3. He's deep.
Looking to go deep to the tight end beyond the outstretched arms of number 84, that's Gavin Wentz.
It looks like Gavin Wentz has a cramp as well. You can see number 84. He's going to come out the game right now.
Dylan Lease.
And that may be a cramp. Charlie horse of some sort.
Training
and
staff
happens
coming
a lot
up.
in the beginning of the season.
Training staff from OSS out to assess Gavin Newsom, the senior for Dallastown. 11:01 to go. Again, your score, Manheim Township 31, Dallastown 28. I'd like to give a special shout out to our sponsors tonight. Basil Insurance, our good friend Greg Basil of Basil Insurance, family owned since 1999. Basil Insurance has affordable insurance and it's been sponsoring us for the 4th straight season. They're located right here in York, Pennsylvania at 2210 West Market Street. Integrity First Home Buyers. Sports enthusiast Eric Brewer of Integrity First Home Buyers has been an avid supporter of the program for the past 5 seasons. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road right here in York, Pennsylvania. Also, S3 Performance Training, located at 2810 East Prospect Road in York, PA. They specialize in individual and group performance to help every athlete reach their maximum potential. S3 focuses on strength, speed, and stamina. This is year 3 of our partnership with S3, and we're looking forward to many more. Remember that their training is not limited to just student athletes. It's for everybody. Contact John Turpak or Ron Johnson at s3performancetraining.com. And Prestige Motor Cars of York owner Jesse Ferber has been a longtime friend of the network and supported the program for the past 3 seasons. Give them a call at 717-781-6750. And there you go. You see the tight end Gavin Wentz on his feet, walking off rather gingerly. And, hey, maybe post-game you're looking for a bite to eat. Check out Parma Pizza right here in Dallastown. 476 East Main Street, a long throw away right here from Dallastown Stadium. Check out Darren Bonaquisti and his son, right?
Yep, Blake. Darren
big supporter, big fan of
big fans of the program and also just sports in York County. Darren is a volunteer coach as well, so shout out to Darren Bonaquisti.
We're back here to action here.
Scrambling. Nothing's open.
Right.
Something deep
to Kenny
He's
Johnson
open.
and through the hands of Kenny Johnson. And again, you don't see that happen too often. One-on-one coverage as well out there.
That would have been a very, very tough catch to catch, but that was a great pass, from Dylan Lease to get it there. And Kenny Johnson kind of contorted his body and was falling to the ground as the ball was coming. It had a lot of whiff on the ball, so I think that's one of the reasons why he couldn't grasp the whole ball as he hit the dirt. That was an amazing pass, but I mean, it was right on the money. It's just the fact that Kenny Johnson had to contort his body and made it a little difficult.
And as a lefty, he kind of was making his way to his right as opposed to rolling out to his left, which
Dylan Lease is the real deal as far as our quarterback.
Colt Mahorny with a punt.
Another good punt.
And the pickup at the 40-yard line by number 16. And he's breaking
yards.
3. I mean, that's big-time yards inside the 40. That was Elijah Fonseca with a carry. His first time he was called. And in on the tackle there was Camden Groff with the tackle.
I guess you can say Anthony Ivy and Kenny Johnson are humans because they actually dropped the ball so far. In the first half, they had no drops, and they had some big-time plays in the first half. But second half, you kind of see them being a little bit more human and dropping a few passes, but the game is not over. It's still very competitive, and it's only a 3-point game with 10 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Yep. Shotgun formation for Manheim Township. And a carry. It's at Nick Good. Plenty of running room inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line for Nick Good. And a big run. You're hearing his name now more.
And right now, Dallastown needs to have that defense they had in the first half. They need to make a couple big stops or get a turnover because right now, Manheim Township's in control, and they're almost back in field goal position to go up by 6 points or go up by 10 points.
Well, it would be a two-score possession there with just over 10 minutes to go.
Right now, Dallastown may be a little bit tired, but they can't give up. You got to almost expect Manheim Township just going to run the ball. And every now and again, you may fall asleep and they may pass the ball to Anthony Ivy, but expect a lot of runs so far at the end of this game.
We'll go with what's working, and right now another big run for Manheim Township.
And there's a fumble. There's a fumble. The ball came out, and it's recovered
by number 7. That's Joshua Sequise. Wow, and a big-time turnover there by Manheim Township. And just like that, the momentum now swings right back to Dallastown, dude.
Absolutely. Dallastown has the ball with 9 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Right now, they can have one of their long drives and get all the way down the field. And plus, they have a really good kicker on Dallastown's side, so they're in a good position right now as long as they can keep the ball away from Manheim Township.
Yeah, it looks like the ball about the 17-yard line, their own 17-yard line. But
and I called that one. I said, hey, they need a turnover. And it happened that play.
A fortune teller of sorts now, dude, right?
Hey.
Just not a broadcaster. Backs are in an I formation for Dallastown.
Let's see what Dallastown can do with 9 minutes and 51 seconds to go.
Plenty of time here, down by 3. And a timeout called by Dallastown, the first timeout. Each team now has 2 timeouts with 9:51 to go.
But Dallastown called a timeout because they only had 10 players out there, and they were missing a tackle. So, you know, with that quick turnover, they wanted to get a quick play on the offense, but they didn't have all their players out there. So
and
right
just
now,
for some fans that are maybe watching, they're like, how many people are on the field here? Well, there's a total of 22, 11 on each side, even on special teams, 11 players, and defense, 11 players. So just sometimes you have to, you know, some fans that are tune in sometimes just need some of that basic information. So
absolutely.
we want to bring it to them.
And it's been a very competitive game. Every year, when we look at our schedule, we try to find the best games in the 717 area. That's from Lancaster, York, and also Mid-Penn.
Mid-Penn area.
And, you know, this is one of them games that we love to film, and we thought this game would be as good as advertised. And so far, both wide receivers have been playing really good football, and both teams have really been playing really good football. So, you know, just a privilege to have an opportunity to film games like this.
Yeah, and to be invited here to Dallastown and be welcomed here, it's great. It's the first time ever that we've broadcasted a game here at Dallastown, and hopefully it won't be the last time. You know,
and this is your home district, Todd.
Yeah, I mean,
your daughters go to school here, and you know your family's been based out of Dallastown for as long as I can remember.
Of sorts, you know.
Absolutely.
Which, when you talk about I guess homecomings will be coming up here in the next couple weeks for various schools in the area. But tonight it's about football, and backs are in the I formation. Colton Mahorny with a carry. Not much going there, dude.
May got about 2, maybe 3 yards. And right now, Dallastown Wildcats just have to focus on getting first downs. No big plays, I believe. Just keep getting first downs, keep chipping away, get into that field goal range. You know, kick the field goal if you had to, but, you know, look for the score.
Yeah,
but just keep the ball away from Manheim Township, because if they get the ball back, they're not going to pass the ball. They're just going to run it and try to run the clock out.
Yeah, and if you're Manheim Township, at this point you have a lead, but right now they're on the defense side trying to. Mahorny with a carry.
But also for Dallastown, you don't want to be too conservative. You know, where it's a 3 and out very fast, because you don't want to throw the ball, you know, with you having the ball only on your 18-yard line.
Yeah, they're kind
you
of
don't want to be
backed up
too
here,
conservative.
Yeah, with just under 9 minutes to go here.
She's running out. She's up here to watch. She's good. It's all good.
Third down, we'll see what Coach Ron Miller dials up for this Dallastown Wildcat offense. And a nice turnout for Manheim Township, too, as well, too, here across the way. No one looking to pass the ball, incomplete. And a first down there. That was Joshua Senquist with the reception, and a first down.
And Lease took a big hit from Anthony Ivy, number 5.
Yeah, we're just over past the 30-yard line here. Ball on the 33-yard line of Dallastown. Plenty of time to go here. Just over 8 minutes. Dallastown with the ball.
Sorry, I made a mistake. That was number 58, Tyrese Washington for Manheim Township. Made a big hit on Dylan Lease on the outside end there.
And back to the running game for Dallastown.
Hand off to Mahorny. Short gain on the play.
It was Colton Mahorny with the run.
Very impressed, Todd, with both quarterbacks and both ball clubs. They've been doing a really good job staying in the pocket making plays out of nothing.
Plays.
And, you know, using their legs and also using their arm to keep their team right in the game. I have a final score: New Oxford 21 over East Pennsboro 0.
I believe New Oxford with that win moves to 2-0.
Absolutely.
For the
And New Oxford
Colonials.
hasn't allowed any points yet this year.
And Colton Mahorny down the right sideline. First down run there by Colton Mahorny.
He dances his way out near the 45-yard line. That's another first down for the Wildcats.
And a first down and moving the chains, the Wildcats, with, again, just over 7 minutes to go. The ball looks like at the 45-yard line.
And Spring Grove wins over West York 38-6. Thanks for that shout out and for that
Spring Grove
update.
moves to 2-0 as well on the season.
That
Southwestern
update came
may be
from
another team too. They keep an eye on too in Division One.
Southwestern and Spring Grove are two teams that
Yeah.
are kind of sleepers so
Yes.
far in the YAIAA, but keep an eye on those.
And Kenny Johnson with the reception out past midfield and gang tackled there, brought down to about the 45-yard line. Should be enough for a first down there, Dew.
45-yard line of Manheim Township. That's another big first down, Dallastown.
And as the fans
I
at
tell
home
you
can
what.
hear the public address announcer, first down for Dallastown, and just under 6.5 minutes to go here. Your score: Manheim Township 31, Dallastown 28. But Dallastown's threatening here too.
Yeah, Dallastown looks really good running the ball and throwing the ball. Their quarterback, Dylan Lease, has a really good accuracy when he throws the ball and gets the ball to his players that needs.
And another run right up the middle. He could be gone, dude. Inside the 25-20, down to the 10.
And that's a touchdown.
That was number 33, Caleb Fox, with a big-time run. A 45-yard run.
And we call Caleb Fox named so many times on the defensive end, and right now he just hit pay dirt with that 55-yard
A
scamper.
45-yard, according to
45.
45-yard touchdown run, and just like that, Dallastown's back up with
Wow.
a point pending here. It could be 35-31, and for fans that like a lot of points and offense,
This is the game to watch.
No
This is
doubt
the game
about
to
it.
watch. You see one team from York County and one team from Lancaster County just duel it out, and this is the team to watch.
Block, the block kick, and how much will that come into play right now, Dew?
And that's a
Extra point is blocked.
kick from Sharon Maxey, number
And it's
20.
a 3-point game right now, Dew. Interesting. We'll see how that plays into effect as this game progresses with 6:01 to go.
Big time block from Sharon Maxey, number 21 from Manheim Township, a 5'10 senior. Plays wide receiver and defensive back.
There we go.
You don't want to leave any room. They could have went up by 4 points, but now it's only a 3-point game. And with
game.
that kicker that Manheim Township has,
Yeah, Matt O'Gorman. I mean, he had a game-winning kick last week with Central CD East, and tonight it's hanging right out there. But still, plenty of time to go here. Both teams, 2 timeouts remain.
I mean, I didn't know Caleb Fox had that type of speed, number 33 for Dallastown, to get
Right
out
up
there
the middle, busted it
45
right
yards.
up.
I mean, that means you're beating quarterbacks, safeties, linemen.
And right up, yeah.
One turnover results in a touchdown for us.
And again, player of the game shifts again. Should it be Caleb Fox? Because he's had a great game on defense and also on
and then
offense.
that
He's been a big-time player.
Go ahead, run right there, no doubt.
But this is one of those games where I think 2 or 3 players are going to get player of the game. We're just going to talk to all of them. Give a shirt to one, give a pizza voucher to the other, and give
T-shirt,
another
yeah,
shirt
we
to
got it.
another one. Want the fans to tune in for our post-game interview after the game. We're going to give away a shirt, a Sports Shooting Stars Player of the Game shirt, and a pizza voucher, and another shirt.
Nathan Winslow, another squid kick. And it's recovered by Dallastown, and just like that.
And that might be it. That might be the play. That could be the play. Man,
no
that works.
question who in the press box here, who they're rooting for. How about it, Dill?
Hey, that play right there, that kick worked to perfection. They hit the front man, went off his chest, and they got a chance to get
And
the
they
ball
recovered
back.
it. And it's Dallastown's ball offensively with 5:59 to go.
Right now, Dallastown, no turnovers. Work the ball. Get about 2 or 3 turnovers. I'm sorry, get about 2 or 3. Get 2 or 3 first downs.
Exactly.
And let that time just tick away, tick away, tick away. Right now they're up by 3 points at home, game 2.
And Manheim Township's defense back out on the field here.
Week 2 of the season.
He's a good kid. I like coaching him.
Colton Mahorny trying to break on the outside.
Positive yards, and the clock keeps running.
Colton Mahorny around the near side, fights his way down near the 45-yard line.
Got another final, Southwestern 27 over York Suburban 7.
York Suburban falls to 0-2 on the year.
And York Suburban lost a lot of talent last year. As we said before, the quarterback, Camden Brewer, went down to Virginia to play prep ball.
Kenny Johnson here with Dallastown.
And then the other guys that graduated last year as well. So, you know, right now they may be in a rebuilding stage for their football team. But it's still early on.
We'll see York Suburban later in the season with West York on Sports Shooting Stars. Colton Mahorny with a run. And a break. Breaks through there down the left sideline, and for a first down and more for Colton Mahorny.
Deeper into Blue Street territory. First down, Wildcats.
First down, Wildcats with just over 5 minutes to go, Duke.
A lot of people asked me in the beginning of the season, who's going to be county champions? And, you know, we automatically sometimes say York High, Central York or something like that. But you can't rule out Dallastown this year. So far, looking at them, they look very stout, running the ball and also passing the ball. They look tough, too. They got some big linemen out there that helps provide the blocking for the running back. So, you know, keep an eye out for Dallastown. I think they might be the sleeper in Division I.
Nice, Foxy. Good run. Good run.
Caleb Fox with a run right up the middle.
He's down inside the 25.
And a nice drive right now for Dallastown. And how important is this drive for them to punch it in, or more importantly, at least score another 3 points?
Absolutely. With 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, right now, this is the Wildcats game to win. Want the fans also in the YouTube chat to let us know who you think the player of the game should be. It doesn't have to actually be one player. It could be a couple players. So just let us know who you think the player of the game should be. That's what we will be interviewing after the game.
Backs in the I formation for Dallastown. See a steady diet of run right now. That's Caleb Fox going nowhere there. Bring up a third down now for Dallastown.
And this might be the biggest third down so far of this game.
Yes, could be. And you ask yourself, as we've done throughout the game, is this 4-down territory for Dallastown?
I don't know for Dallastown, this would be a 4-down territory with them being up by 3 points. I think they want to go ahead and maybe if they can kick that field goal, they'll go up by 6.
Yeah, there's no wind. As you can see, the flags are not moving at all here at Dallastown.
But every time Dallastown need to make a big play or get a first down, they have done it so far in this game.
Caleb Fox with a run, and that may be enough for a first down there, Dew.
And that's a first down.
Yes, first down. Moving the chains inside the 20-yard line. And not just move the chains, but move the clock along as we're under 3.5 minutes to go here.
Hey, we have another incident on the back side. Officers are here. Looks like Dallastown too, so.
Another final we have is Susquehannock 14 over Littlestown 13. A very close
squeaker
contested
there
game
between those two schools.
Northeastern 16 over Redland 14. That's still going on in the fourth quarter.
No, the other two.
And it's
just a power football right now. How about it, Dew?
It's just the pound and ground game right now.
Yes.
Just getting the ball and going right up the middle of the pack and letting that time tick away
kind
from
of
the
3 yards and a cloud of dust
from the clock.
And, you're seeing a lot of runs. Dallastown, of course, comfortable with a 3-point lead right now, threatening for more.
We also want to tell the fans that's tuning in, these games wouldn't really be possible without our fans and also our sponsors.
Fans and sponsors,
and of course, the athletic directors. I mean, that's a huge part of what we do. We have to contact each athletic director, let them know what's going on, and, you know, our purpose is to give the student athletes more exposure and also connect the community to their local schools.
And great exposure, too, because many years ago, fans may remember Cable TV of York, where they would have timeout, Dallastown. That'll take them down to 1 timeout remaining with 2:10 to go. They're going to talk things over here
And Dallastown did a great job. I think it was a well-coached game from Ron Miller. He let the time tick down almost till it was almost delay of game. They called a timeout. Right now, it's only 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Right now, this game is Dallastown's game to win. They have to keep the ball to themselves. Do not give anything up. And it'll be a great home victory for this crowd that came out here tonight.
It'll be their first win of the year potentially for Dallastown. They're sitting there. They'll get it potentially here if they hold on with 2:10 to go. But still plenty of time to go here for Manheim Township. They need to have a stop and maybe create a turnover as well.
And overhearing some of the announcers that's been here for Dallastown, they said this is probably the best game they had in years at home. And this has been a very good game between Dallastown and Manheim Township. This is one of those games that we like to feature for these reasons alone.
And no doubt about it, and we're part of it here with Sports Shooting Stars to be here this Friday night. Thank the staff of Dallastown for having us in, and hopefully maybe the start of a return of coming back here maybe one more time this season. You never know with our schedule. It's very fluid. It changes from week to week.
Absolutely. And that's another run for number 33. Fox, who broke the game wide open with that big-time run for a touchdown that gave Dallastown Wildcats the lead.
Townheim will be Manheim Township's timeout now. Each team have one timeout remaining with 2:05 to go. Your score, Dallastown 34, Manheim Township 31. Do we have an update score on the Central York Cumberland Valley game at this point?
From the last report that I got from the Central York game against Valley, Central York won 21-3.
21-3 over Cumberland Valley, visiting their old coach Oswald.
Northeastern
returned to his alma mater.
Northeastern has a win tonight, 16-14 over Redland. Fairfield over Eastern York, 33-19. Still want the fans to tune in and give us their report of who they think the player of the game should be. Could be more than one player. Right now, I'm leaning towards Fox, Lease, and of course Kenny Johnson. If Dallastown goes and walks away with this win.
Yeah, I mean I'm looking at a lot of the scoring plays here. I mean, yeah, it's
big
just
time.
It's and Colton Mahorny has had an effective night too.
Yes, he has.
Rushing touchdowns. So yeah,
he's been the anchor on that offensive side. Colton McCorney.
Caleb Fox.
McCorney, I'm sorry.
Back in the I formation. And a missed tackle there. That may have been enough to pick up the first down and more. And that's first down and goal. Dylan Lease shed a blocker and picked up a first down.
I'll tell you what, Dylan Lease has really impressed me. Haven't heard much about him coming into the season, but he's put everybody on notice, especially in the county. If you're watching any type of football, look out for Dallastown this year because they have nothing to lose and they have a lot of confidence.
Manheim Township's third and final timeout with 1:54 to go. A new set of downs for Dallastown right now, and Dallastown could be content to run the clock out right now.
Yeah. In a perfect scenario, Manheim Township gets a turnover somehow and runs the ball down the field, but there's been really good ball protection so far from Dallastown.
And they like the miracle of Dallastown. Remember the miracle of Meadowlands a couple times? And, but
that was what was that what Deshaun Jackson?
I think it was Herm Edwards for the Philadelphia Eagles many years.
Yeah,
I'm going way back. Yes, but
I was thinking about Deshaun Jackson with the Eagles when he got that punt return with like 7 seconds left on the clock, and for some reason
I think that was part two. I think that was the second one, right?
For some reason they punted to Deshaun Jackson. He ran the thing back, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, Kiss, rock and roll all night.
A lot of points scored tonight, though. I mean, you think about 65 points between the two teams, It's
unofficial. We won't have the stats, but we have a general idea how many yards and how many touchdowns. Oh, that's a touchdown.
And a touchdown run. And that will probably seal the deal.
Seal the deal.
5-yard touchdown run by Dylan Lease.
And we have a flux of fans telling us Dylan Lease wants it. Dylan Lease wants it. And here he is. He just punched it in for the final touchdown maybe of the game.
An impressive touchdown run by Dylan Lease, and that may have sealed the deal for Dallastown tonight.
It's been a great game from Dallastown. I mean, putting up 40 points against Manheim Township, and they're always a perennial team that's always around the district play talk. So they did a great job putting up a lot of points.
31.
And a 10-point lead for Dallastown right now with 1:47 to go. Dallastown 41, Manheim Township 31.
I mean, think about the home fans that's watching this game tonight. I mean, you have season ticket holders. I mean, people that really came out. They had tailgating tonight as well. And it has been a whole affair out here in Dallastown Stadium, and they're putting on a great show and beating on a good team to get their first win of the season.
It would be the first win. They'll move to 1-1 here if they can hold on here with 1:47 to go. Manheim Township will fall to 1-1. I mean, again, there's still time to go here, but I mentioned Manheim Township next week will play Central Dauphin, and then Dallastown will head to the sweetest place on earth to play Hershey next week in the final game in non-conference action. And in the fourth week, things will kick off with the division.
And there was two big plays in the second half that really put Dallastown Wildcats ahead, and that was that kickoff recovery when they squib kicked the ball, and the play right before that.
Turnover. Fox, Caleb. Yep.
Caleb Fox with that 45-yard run. There were two big plays in the second half that really made the difference. And, of course, Dylan Lease, who just ran the ball in as well. So that's three plays that made the total difference in the second half for Dallastown Wildcats.
Keeping it away from Anthony Ivy. Oh, it's a flag down on the play.
We're seeing flags all over the place.
Yep.
Want to say what's up to my good friend Don Jenkins. He's watching out of New Oxford.
Colonial country.
Father Connor Jenkins and also Bailey Jenkins. Been knowing them for a long time.
Called their name a few times in some of our prior broadcasts.
Absolutely.
Up over 100 broadcasts, too. I mean,
games
our way on 200, right?
Over 100 games in the last 5 years total.
This is our fifth season. I'm glad to be part of it with the fans and our sponsors. No foul on the play. The ball will set up Manheim Township at their 30-yard line with 1:40 to go. No timeouts remaining.
Well, this is a great introduction for Dallastown to show the other teams in the county that they're here and they're the real deal. This is going to be a great statement win for Dallastown Wildcats if they pull this out. Let's see what Hayden Johnson has up his sleeve. He's going to go to a big-time player.
Hey, Anthony Ivy, and that's completed down to the 40-yard line. A pitch and catch there.
And you wonder why they went away from that. In the first half, Anthony Ivy and Hayden Johnson had great connections and had over 150 yards in the first half. Then they kind of went away from that. But I also got to give Dallastown a lot of credit by holding the ball and chewing up that clock by running the ball in the second half.
Effective running game and wore out their defense, and it tore up a lot of clock, too.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. I think Coach Ron Miller from Dallastown knew that the air attack can be deadly, so he worked the ball a lot. As far as running the ball in the second half with Dallastown.
Pass intended to Shadi Gurgis, incomplete.
It looks like Kenny Johnson's going to go in and guard Anthony Ivy. You see Kenny Johnson, number 1 right there for Dallastown Wildcats. He's going to go on Anthony Ivy.
Matchup should be a nice
Two Division I players matching up against each other.
Going at it.
Here's the thing. I saw on the sideline, Kenny Johnson went over to his coach and asked to go into the game to guard Anthony Ivy so he doesn't make any big plays towards the end of the game.
And trips formation for Manheim.
Looks like Anthony Ivy went on to the right side.
Call timeout Dallastown.
Timeout by Dallastown. And that is their third and final timeout.
And there's only 1 minute and 28 seconds to go in this game. And I think they called that timeout so they can get Kenny Johnson lined up with Anthony Ivy because Anthony Ivy went off to the right side and he was lined up with another player. So I don't want to. I'm almost sure they want to make sure Kenny Johnson is on.
And it was a late timeout. They may have wanted to see the formation that Manheim Township set up with and cashed in their final timeout with 1:28 to go. A 10-point lead for Dallastown, 41-31 right now over Manheim Township.
Also want to tell the fans that this link, when the game is over, the link is available on Sports Shooting Stars and also on White Rose Community Television YouTube channel.
And YouTube.
You can keep the link, you can share it, you can copy it, and also on Comcast Cable Channel 18 of York, we'll show the game about 3 times this week. So I'll let the fans know when they be showing this game on TV again.
Trips formation now for Manheim Township. and caught by Anthony Ivy. First down and more, down inside the 20-yard line, and stepped out of bounds. A wise play by Anthony Ivy to stop that clock with 1:21 to
And
go.
that's 2 plays right there to Anthony Ivy, and pretty much you gain 50 yards between those 2 plays going to Anthony Ivy. I mean, you could have did that a lot in the third quarter, but they didn't have an opportunity. Dallastown did a great job of just chewing the ball and just working and run that ground and pound game and keeping the ball away from Manheim Township on offense.
This Manheim Township, win or lose tonight, will bounce back next week and be ready to play Central Dauphin. Not going down without a fight of the Blue Streaks. And you see that matchup right now with Anthony Ivy and Kenny Johnson.
And again, some of these teams, some of these games that are out of conference, doesn't hurt them in their own conference, but it helps them with the power rankings and things like that once you get into the district and things like that. So that's why you see certain teams from different counties play against each other. In their own conference, doesn't hurt them, but it also helps them if they win in the power rankings. We have a final, Southwestern 34 over York Suburban 7. Looks like most of the games are pretty much done so far on this great Friday night. Underneath the lights. He's wide open.
Pitch and catch and touchdown wide open there to Michael Heckman. A 21-yard touchdown.
And right there, Manheim Township made it look real easy.
Yes, they did.
They kind of got a little stifled a little bit in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, but right there when they needed a touchdown, they took about 7 plays and made it happen.
Yeah. And just like that.
Manheim Township is to kick the ball and have an onside kick and get the ball and have an opportunity to score again.
Strong kick there by
how that works.
O'Gorman up and good, and with your score.
41. Manheim Township 38.
Also want to give a shout out one of my friends that one of my son's friends, and my friend as well. His son plays, Dana Jones' son plays for Manheim Township, Isaiah Jones, number 1. Definitely give a shout out to Dana Jones and also Isaiah Jones. I know Dana for a long time. His son, his stepson, and my son played together for the last 4 or 5 years for Central York and different tournaments that we're in. But big shout out to Isaiah Jones. Your dad's here in attendance watching. Want me to give you a shout out, so definitely going to do that. Thanks, Dana, for letting us know. And we do that with every game. If there's any little feedback or any background story to a player or somebody out there, let us know. We'll give them a shout out, talk about it a little bit, and keep it moving.
Yeah, we will. And just like that, Dallastown up by 3 right now, 41-38 over Manheim Township. 79 points between the two teams here tonight. A lot of offensive fireworks here at Wildcat Stadium.
I want to give a quick shout out to our producer, Cliff Kern. He's somewhere remotely. I know he's spending some time with the in-laws this weekend, so he went up north, spent some time with the in-laws. Always give a quick shout out to our videographer, Belinda Morales. She works a full-time job, but every game we have to do, she shows up. I mean, even if it's last minute, she's rushing into the stadium and making sure it happens. So big shout out to Belinda Morales. We really appreciate that. Appreciate her efforts and everything she does for the program.
And that was caught by a Dallastown up man there.
And with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go, all Dallastown has to do is run 2 plays, and the game is over.
And the onside kick recovered by Colton Mahorny.
And basically, all you want to do is down the ball. You say hut and down it.
Dallastown.
Want a reminder, fans, to join us next Friday night as we travel to Central York as they play host to Hempfield. Black Knights invade Central. Central moved to 2-0, undefeated, kind of picking up where they left off last year, led by their quarterback, Bo Perbola. Victory formation right now for Dallastown.
Absolutely. Get a little chippy out there, but hey, it's been a long, hard game.
And no timeouts remain, and
the clock will continue to tick away.
well due, I guess, with under a minute to go. Can we shift gears and think a little bit about the player of the game tonight, or players of the game?
Yeah, I think the player of the game is clearly Dylan Lease. the number 9, the quarterback for Dallastown, and also Kenny Johnson, and also Caleb Fox. I think we can give a shirt to every one of the players of Dallastown Wildcats because it took a team effort, but we can only give recognition to 1 or 2 guys, and I think that's the 3 guys that we need to focus on.
And a big win. And your final score here tonight, Dallastown 41, Manheim Township 38. And it was a phenomenal game here, tonight. And boy, I'll tell you what.
On a whale of a football game. Everyone drive home safe. Have a good one.
As the players meet at midfield to exchange handshakes, and the coaching staff. A big win here for the Dallastown Wildcats.
I'm just saying that's what it is. So we don't give a shirt to all of them.
And great job tonight, cheerleaders. Way to go, girls.
Should I play it now?
And we're going to make our way down to the field here.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Dylan Lease, Caleb Fox,
and the student section,
and also
from
Kenny
Dallastown
Johnson. And you see they're running on the field
in jubilation really right now, and ecstatic. It's a big win for this Dallastown ball club.
And you can
tonight.
tell right there with the fans being on the field and the student athletes that they really want to get back into the flow of things, because COVID last year put a stop to a lot of things. So now they're back there playing football again, and you can tell they want to be involved. And that's what it's all about, high school sports.
And you see it on display here with the students running onto the field. And at some point, we're going to make our way down. The press box a little quieter now. How about it, Do?
Somewhat.
Not quite used to that. Want to apologize to some of the viewers at home for the interruptions here in the box. Not what we're normally used to when we're broadcasting live and bringing the game to you. But we are going to make our way down to the field for player of the game interviews. Players still out there with the student body of Dallastown enjoying these moments. Manheim Township's coaching staff on the...
Remember, we can't go far on the field with lights. We'll get some shirts.
Wait, come on down. We're going to make our way down to the field here, hopefully get some interviews with the player of the game here. And what a game it was. Of course, Dallastown winning 41-38 over Manheim Township. It was an exciting game. It
was one to watch.
It was one to watch, and of course, a late addition to our broadcast schedule, but really ended up being a fantastic game, won by Dallastown. They get their first win of the season. And again, we're just trying to meander our way through the crowd here in Dallastown. First time we've been here, so it's kind of new for us to make our way through the amount of fans here.
Here's our guy, Darren.
Darren
right here.
We see him, from Parma Pizza here. He's happy with a big win here. And a big sponsor. Oh, we got it. A big sponsor for tonight's game. A big supporter of Dallastown sports and athletics. Darren,
and as we said before, Darren's always around athletics and sports. And here he is right here on the field. What is
on the field.
Hat?
Rocking the hat. And we're gonna make our way.
Hey, Darren, we'll give a shout out to Blake. I know he's watching someplace.
Blake's here. He's out on the field.
Blake.
Okay.
My boy Blake.
All right, sounds good. We want to get a quick player of the game, post-game interview with the coach and with our player of the game, Dylan Lease, Caleb Fox, and Kenny Johnson. Could go to the whole team. Yeah, well.
Let's make our way down here, this is a new experience for us here. We want to kind of stay close to the camera angle here.
Hey, Boo! Belinda! Hey, Belinda! Help me find
Traveling the sidelines here, going through everybody. We're going to see some of the players here. And hey, Coach, congratulations. We're looking for the player of the game here. We're going to stand here. We're going to hope to get the player of the game here.
Oh, we want
Caleb Fox. Well, we'll get, Kenny.
Kenny Johnson.
Yeah, we'll get, Thanks. And a coach. Yeah, Coach Miller. We'll get Coach out here, too. Yeah, I see we got Kenny Johnson down here.
We'll go right by. We can't
Take
go
some
too far.
picture. I'll give you my phone.
Right here.
Come on out here, guys. It's on the air live. We're trying to get the players of the game here. And Dude Jones, I see Kenny Johnson. Wow, fantastic effort. Dallastown in the house here. Well represented here tonight. I mean, a big win. You're live on camera. Anything you guys, before we get going, anything you like to say to the fans watching at home? Kenny, start it off.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Other than that, I don't got nothing.
Okay, how about you, John?
This is what we worked for all season. We knew this was our year, and that's what we're going to do all season.
We're family out here.
Let's go. We were never out of it.
Right.
Hard work pays off, baby.
Kenny, 2 big touchdown catches. Your thoughts with the big pass and catch that you had today?
I mean, we knew the mismatch. We knew it was going to be a mismatch all game. It's going to be hard. So we're just going to keep humble and keep the season rolling and keep going hard at practice like we have been and keep working.
And get ready for the sweetest place on earth next week, Hershey, right?
Hey, we're going to let you guys get back, but like I said, you guys put Dallastown Wildcats, you guys put yourself on the map right now. A lot of people are tuning in tonight. Dylan Lease, you had a great game, man, from a linebacker, from the quarterback perspective. What was the biggest play of the game for you?
Oh, man, it's got to be that onside kick recovery. I'm not even on the kickoff team. They threw me in there. They said get the ball, and I got the ball. It's that simple. But, hey, it all comes down to team. They trust me. I trust them. It's that simple.
Great job. And, Fox, you busted out that big-time touchdown, man, to get the guys the lead. So what was on your mind after that play?
I just didn't want to get tackled. I just ran.
And you ran hard.
Didn't get tackled. That's all I was going for, just getting the end zone.
Well, early in the first half, we gave you a shout-out also by having the mullet. We know you're bringing that back, and everybody knows about it.
Coming back. It's coming back.
I'm glad he can sport it. I cannot. So it's great. A great effort by this Dallastown crew. A big win, a statement win against Manheim Township.
Hey, from the fans that were watching the game, Dylan Lease, you got player of the game. All you guys got player of the game.
Let's go.
Hey,
take it up there.
Pizza.
Take it up there.
Give it up. Shout it up to Dallastown Wildcats. They earned it tonight. A big win tonight, as you can see. It's well-deserved. A big win over Manheim Township. And I better stay back here because I may get tackled by this team. And it's a great signature win tonight by Dallastown. Dude Jones. I don't know. What better way to end it? How about it?
Yeah, those guys are fired up, man. Like I said, Dallastown has put themselves on the map locally, and they're going to be a team to reckon with, and they got a lot of confidence. So, we're not going to take too much away from them, but they had a great game. We thank you guys for tuning in tonight, everybody that supported this game. We're going to give a shout-out to our sponsors that helped this game be a part of what's going on. Hey, Darren,
S3 Performance.
Coming over? Parmer's Pizza representative and owner, Darren
Prestige Motor Car, and Darren Bonaquista in the house here. Big supporter
Absolutely.
of Dallastown and sports. Your thoughts on tonight's win?
I was just super happy. I coached a lot of these kids, the 10th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th graders. So watching these guys play football on Friday night, it just makes it real proud watching them from the youth league all the way up here. And the guys that you pick for the players of the game, I've coached 2 of them, Dylan Lease and Caleb Fox, and they were leaders when they played for me. And you can see it's still they're awesome kids and great football players, and just a team doing a great job tonight as a team win. So.
Absolutely, this is definitely a confidence booster for Dallastown, and like I said, we support all the we really appreciate all the sponsors that helped this game come about. This was one of the games that these are the type of games that we like to film.
But it was a great game and an entertaining game, and we hope the fans at home enjoyed it as much as we did in the booth tonight.
Absolutely. We want to talk to Coach Ron Miller, but I think he's over there with his teammates, which is fine.
Which is great.
We're giving away a free pizza as well. I don't think dinner for 4, so it should be a great time. The guys probably be there tomorrow morning, evening, Saturday when they're after practice.
We got it.
Sounds good. Fans, thanks for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars. It's Todd Edwards, Stu Jones, Darren Bonnick, one of our sponsors with
S3
Parma
Performance
Pizza,
Training, Prestige Motor Cars of
Integrity, Home Buyers.
Can I say something to you guys?
Absolutely, yeah.
Just as a fan of football, high school football, I really appreciate everything you guys do in football and basketball and all the bringing the attention to these kids, because I think what we miss a lot in York County is the kids. They don't get the recognition. We always hear about other counties and other this, but the kids in York County, we really appreciate everything you guys do. This is a big win for Dallastown, first time they ever beat Manheim Township.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But what an honor to have you guys here in Dallastown tonight. So
it's great.
Just on behalf of me, all the fans, we really appreciate what you guys do and every week and making this awesome. You saw how excited the kids were to get named player of the game. Yeah. They're all excited. It doesn't happen if you guys aren't here. So
absolutely, really appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for tuning in. Yep.
Hey, we gotta get the free pizza to these guys, man. They're out there running around. So, all right, thanks a lot.
Seriously, though, man, it's awesome.
Hey, man, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man.
You guys bring to the county.
You're a D guy. We wanted to say hi to you. I mean, Anthony. Yeah, we do. Yep. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah.